It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
I sure wish, Chris, you wish that people would talk about Lyme's disease.
Yes.
Chris, you can be that person.
Yo, but I see a lot of people in the comments, you know, like someone was like, Chris's Lyme's must have gone to stage 3 with this bullshit with the
Oh, Chris, you're
soundboard.
faking your Lyme's disease. Let's be honest.
I really
That's a whole fucking hustle. You really think Chris got Lyme's disease?
I really wish that was the case.
Come on, dog.
I would happily come out and admit it was all a fucking
He's genius.
Why would you lie about that?
Yeah,
He
that's
got
what I'm
a lie,
saying.
bro.
Lyme disease.
You can't
Lyme
fire
disease ain't
someone.
hot.
You can't fire someone who got Lyme's disease, Charlotte.
Right, that's a lawsuit.
Why are we gonna fire this guy who
That's
got
a
Lyme's
lawsuit.
disease?
Easily. I don't know nothing about it, so I don't know how bad it is. Just like Hong Kong and China. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it.
We'll educate you, don't
Now,
worry.
if you hit me with some of the stuff I know, I feel bad for him.
You might have sickle cell,
You be
Chris.
like Lyme disease. I'm like, get him a Corona with that. All right. Yes, I will take my Corona with a little side of Lyme disease.
Yo,
All right?
real talk, Chris. Can you just put your pinky in our Coronas and all of a sudden it tastes better?
Hey.
That's why we
All
keep
the
you
fizz is
around.
gonna go down, yeah.
Just put that little pinky and give us some flavor, and we get to drink that shit. So we figured you
Instead,
out.
to be like lemon and Chris soda. You
Yo.
know what I'm saying? Instead of lemon lime.
I know.
Who's lemon lime? Sprite?
Yo, you half a Sprite.
Ooh, you
Half
have
a
a Sprite.
Yo, you half a Sprite, Chris.
It's actually plural limes.
It's limes.
Oh, limes. So you got more than one.
Yeah. I think I might have that reversed.
Get him
Don't
2
listen to me.
Coronas.
Yo, Chris, you don't got Lyme's disease. That's in your head.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Dude, think about it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know anybody else with it. I Googled it and your picture came up. I'm serious. How rare is it? Is it rare?
Yo, it's pretty rare, dog.
For real?
You got a rare disease, Chris.
Yeah, it's fairly rare now.
Is it contagious?
No, it's not contagious. Unfortunately, it's becoming more widespread as more ticks spread throughout the East Coast. So
Oh,
be
it's
careful.
through ticks.
Be careful out there, people.
Bro, I grew up around ticks, bro.
And he
never
doesn't
caught
have
that
any
shit.
Lyme's
I used
disease?
to pull them off dogs, bro.
Yeah, it's basically
I never
centered
knew a
along.
dog with Lyme's disease.
Yeah, there are a lot of dogs in New York City with Lyme disease. In fact, the only approved vaccination against Lyme disease is for dogs.
Why didn't they use that for humans too?
They started it, and then a couple of people got cancer. It was controversial, and they shut down the vaccine. And now people are pushing for them to bring it back. Actually,
Yeah, because you can cure cancer, you can't cure Lyme's.
well, if you get it early enough, you can.
But it's too late for you.
I can send some ticks over to your house. You can test. You can test.
I'm gonna
them
be
out.
honest with you,
Beach
Chris.
house, baby. I'm
Chris,
out here
Fire
with them
Island,
ticks.
where I caught it.
I know.
Chris, I'm
Careful
gonna be
out
honest
there.
with you.
Yeah.
Your soliloquy was trash just now. Like I don't feel a case for Lyme disease at all. I feel no empathy.
I don't even know what soliloquy is, and I felt it was trash.
I'm not looking for empathy. That's all right.
You didn't convince me.
That's
Yo, you
buzzes the
gotta
idea.
let's come harder, Charlamagne. Can you help him with the marketing? Charlamagne, you're a marketing maven.
Yes.
Can you help Chris market his Lyme's disease?
I don't
want
wanna market my Lyme
Chris,
disease.
Please, can you?
Chris
please?
has the type of face that you can have a lot of empathy for, right?
Yes.
Like just
Millhouse.
You gotta exactly just
Yeah.
look like this.
Yeah.
Put your hands on the table
Yeah.
and stare straight at the camera.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Wait, you keep going, and I'm gonna just do background music. Keep going, okay?
Do we have to get out of here at 2:00?
My name is Chris Moreau.
In the arms of
I
an
am
angel,
The face of Lyme disease.
away
I am
from here.
What Lyme disease looks like. It's not Lyme. It's limes. And I have it. If you want to help people like me, donate a quarter. The 1-877-567 Limes. That's Limes with an S. In the urban community, it's Limes with a Z. Chico B, Carlos Miller, DC Young Fly, the 85 motherfucking South Side. Project Pat go hard. We was just talking about Project Pat last week because didn't somebody call somebody a scallywag?
Bro, please bring Project
On
Pat
one of
to
the
the
reality
Breakfast
shows?
Club. I don't give a shit that he don't have nothing to promote, bro.
Nah.
We just need that for the internet. to see.
Project Pat is a whole legend. That's why, like, when I look at these motherfuckers now, and they act like the artists now are they ain't shit. Like, they used to look at Pat the same way back in the day, but Pat was going platinum.
Pat was spitting
and had a
too.
fan base. Hell
Pat
yeah.
was spitting, had his own
Still
style
not a
and
lot of
everything.
rappers that can rap better than Juvenile.
Come on, man.
Juvenile, one of the
Come on,
coldest
man.
motherfuckers to ever pick up a microphone.
I want Juvenile to do CIAA next year.
Come on, man. Then she got mad, call me bitches and motherfuckers. I waited till she got by the door, reached back and snuck her. She did like any bitch would have did and got the law for me. Talking about going press charge and get up off of me. I told her when I get out of jail, I'm going to beat you awfully. I'm going to beat you awfully.
That was fucked up. That was before the Me Too times up.
Listen, they better hope that they don't get to coming back with the lyrics like, I'm a Tank fan. That nigga used to go hard in R&B songs. Man, listen, you don't remember Maybe I Deserve? That nigga said to grab your throat, until you let me know.
Yeah,
listen to the
title of that song is wild.
Then that nigga said to grab my coat and chase you down the street, nigga. That nigga was going crazy. What did that bitch do, Tank? You got to do a unsung on why you wrote that song. What did she do to make you grab your coat? Because he knew he wasn't coming back in the house. Because usually if you chasing somebody, you don't think to grab your coat. You like, nah, I'm not stopping. I'm going to catch this bitch.
I might be out here for a while.
I might be out here for a while.
You know why? Chico said some real shit, but you know why the Me Too Times Up movement or none of that shit will ever affect hip-hop?
Why is that?
Because everybody loved a problematic hip-hop song at some point in their motherfucking
Even Chris
life.
Rock made the joke about that shit. You remember that? We talking about how women love the most misogynistic lyrics. There could be a song called "Slap Her with the Dick." Slap her with the dick.
I do remember that.
Hit that bitch with a bat. Like, you gonna support
Yes,
that?
man.
They ain't talking about me.
Yes. At some point, you sang along to Snoop Dogg, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Oh,
you
that's
bitches
right.
ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I'm talking about women.
Yeah,
at some point, sang along
and
to
Nate
that
Dogg
shit.
on the beginning of that song was so disrespectful. And if you can't fuck that day, baby, just lay back and open your mouth. Cause I have never met a girl.
And then my nigga Corrupt come right behind him.
Hard that shit.
I love
about a bitch. I never be broke.
I never had no motherfucking endo to smoke. I get low and loony. Bitch, you can't sue me. Do we look like BBD? You hoochie groupie. I got no love for hoes. That's something that I learned in the pound. So how the fuck am I supposed to pay this hoe? Just to lay this hoe. I know the pussy's mine, so I'ma fuck a couple more times and then I'm through with it. There's nothing else to do with it. Pass it to the homie. Now you hit it. Cause she ain't nothing but a bitch to me. And y'all know that bitches ain't shit to me.
I gives a fuck. Why don't you pay attention? Approach it with a different proposition.
I'm a corrupt hoe. You'll never be my only one. Trick ass bitch. It ain't no fun.
Well, how about when Snoop
none.
Dogg said, I fucked on the floor so I would mess up the bed. Then Lil Half Dead put his dick on her head.
Legendary shit.
And Snoop is a family-friendly artist right now.
That's why
you can't fault Lil Half Dead because he didn't say he assaulted her or he disrespected her. All he did was lay his dick on her head.
Right.
He could like, quit playing so much Half Dead. Get your dick off my head. We don't play like that.
That's why
it was never no anger.
That's why I wish Pimp C would have stayed alive, man. Pimp C would be doing commercials right now if he would stay alive. You know what I mean?
You think Pimp C would have been doing commercials?
Pimp C would have been doing commercials if the pimp was still alive.
What kind of commercials?
Any type of commercial. State Farm, all that shit. Are you in good hands, bitch? Like, I'm telling you, man.
Now, we have another person in the building.
Viral sensation.
You may know him, and I'm glad Humble's here.
But viral sensation, I think we should point out.
Has it gone viral?
Oh my God, millions of views.
Really?
Millions of views.
I haven't seen it.
Really?
I haven't seen it.
What a supportive friend. You have a friend of yours right here.
I'm going to tell you why.
I'm a viral sensation.
I'm going to tell you why I'm not watching it after we talk about it. I'm going to tell you a little tidbit I found out yesterday, but go ahead.
Okay.
Anyway, so...
Can we continue to build him up, though?
Yeah, sure.
Not only is he a viral sensation, he is the hottest talking point on some of the biggest radio shows in the world right now. Is that true, Taylor?
Really?
I mean, I think even this morning on the Elvis Duran show, they mentioned a clip. Did they mention a clip?
Oh, that's old.
Should we roll the clip?
He been hot on Elvis, though.
So let's get into sound with Garrett. Hey, Garrett.
Good morning.
You're a good American.
I appreciate that.
What do you have?
Let's start with a debate that's going on Reddit right now. So a
Front
friend of
page
ours,
of Reddit.
Wax, has a podcast
Reddit
called The Bully
superstar.
and the Beast. And he has a weird habit when it comes to pooping.
I've never heard of this in my life. It's the strangest thing. Okay, so get ready.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Are you telling me that y'all just let the doodle fall in the toilet? Y'all don't catch it every time?
Yo.
I am about to leave.
So he catches it as it comes out, and what does he do with it?
then he puts it in the toilet.
What? Why?
Stands?
Why is he worried it's going to get hurt? Like, what are you doing?
Do we know?
I think it's one of those things where he meant to say something else, but the way it came out. All right.
I don't think so.
That's not what you want to go viral for, man.
Listen, what you want me to
You don't
do?
want to be doo-doo boy. Don't be doo-doo boy, bro.
He's been doodoo boy though. These doodoo antics have been going on forever, right? He's been telling shit stories on our podcast for years.
Yes.
And finally one stuck. Okay? And I just want to say I'm proud of you.
It was actually the exact same stories.
No, you told different ones. You told put it in the guy's
You've never used your own
So what you got to do?
But this
what
is
you
a
gotta do? You got to
different
catch it every
You've
time.
never used your own shit. You always use dog shit. Stop
No,
it.
he used his
I
own
was
shit.
catching my own shit.
He used his own shit in the pea coat. In the pea coat.
You can't talk to me like this. Remember the conversation we had yesterday? You do that shit to them. Don't do that shit to me. All right? I'm not gonna say nothing.
But hold on. At the
As
end
long
of
as
the
you don't talk
day,
to me like I don't know what the fuck is going on.
at the end of the day, when I was at the car lot, listen. Like I said,
Nobody cook, huh?
it's not even about cooking.
I didn't see the video. Oh, it's viral?
Like I said, when I was at the car lot, I had the shit in the tissue.
Yeah, you pooped in the tissue, put it in the guy's pea coat because he didn't give you a commission.
Exactly. And even with
that's understandable. That's a prank.
And when I did it inside the fucking shoe, all the times I did, I had to fill up fucking mad Gatorade bottles of doodle.
Right.
I was doing that with my own shit.
I know.
Why your doodoo so runny that it can just spill in a Gatorade bottle?
No, it's not. I grabbed it with the tissue again
And you
I was
stuffed
putting
it in.
inside the fucking
You just
thing.
stuffed it in a Gatorade.
Listen, he been playing with shit for a long time. I didn't know it was his own shit.
Yeah,
it was my
I thought it was dog shit.
No, there's a term for someone who's into shit.
I'm not into shit no more.
There is. There's a term.
I
Said
changed.
no more?
I changed.
What happened?
I started punching people back in the face again.
That's good.
It started off because I said I wasn't gonna beat nobody up no more.
That is true. All that is true.
I said, you know what, guy, I'm gonna stop beating people up because every time I beat somebody up, they go in the hospital or they gonna lock me up. Or put
So
other
can
things
we
on
just
me.
get back to this though? As
What's
much
up?
as I want to hear about your relationship with God, I want to hear about your relationship with shit.
That's where it started.
So you I want to know just functionally how this works. You're squatted over the toilet.
No, you sit in a tall and just put your arm down and you
Wait a minute,
just.
you put your hand between your legs like a lady and catch it?
It's not no lady.
Bro, that is weird.
So you think I'm gonna stand up
I'ma
and do
tell
it
you
like
something,
this?
man.
I'm gonna be like this and I'm gonna.
This is why white people. This is why white people call black people monkeys. I'm serious. That's what monkeys do.
Son,
Oh,
no,
wow.
you know what it is? You hang around them chickens too much. Them chickens lay the eggs, right?
Monkeys, man. Monkeys literally
They shit on their hand all the time
and throw it at each other. Yes.
Oh my God, bro, dude, that's a little too. You got to stop that.
I mean, I don't do it no more.
You're already a walking stereotype.
Listen, at the end of the day, long as
You
nobody
gotta add
come at me,
layers.
this is-
You have a chicken form.
Yes.
Dog.
Hey.
Now you monkey, play with your own shit. What you doing, bro? You setting us back.
Long as everybody don't be long as everybody don't be disrespectful, everything will be
You
all right.
disrespecting yourself.
How am I disrespecting myself?
You playing in your butt.
Are you on drugs? This guy is crazy. How am I playing my butt because I doodle in my hand?
Yes.
If I walked in and saw somebody doing this, I'm like,
No.
yo,
I ain't
sitting.
sitting up. You sit down and toilet, you shit in the tissue.
That's even worse.
Okay,
How you do that?
This is important.
Because it's okay, my arm's wrong.
Why do you keep? Don't say that. I don't want to say it. Also,
You sound
but
like a
long
monkey.
arms.
Listen, so
I'm
you
not
mean to
crazy.
tell? Hold on, I'm trying to.
I
figure
never
this
do
out.
that. I
I'm trying
never
to figure
go
this
like
out.
this. There's never a reason to do that.
So you got the tissue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know about the shit. I just put it through me. I shit in the tissue, and I just throw it in the toilet, or I probably put it in a Gatorade
do your
bottle.
knuckles ever hit the water when you're doing it?
Maybe here and there.
Can I ask a
Oh
question?
my God.
Why don't you just let it go in the toilet and just take it out the toilet?
I'm not going to the toilet. It's disgusting.
Hold on. The toilet's disgusting.
Yes.
But you'll shit on your hand.
I'm not shitting on my hand. I shit inside of the tissue. I roll the tissue up like this in my
How
hand.
you know that your doodle's going to be hard?
Most of the time it is.
And when it's not?
Listen.
And when it's not?
If I know my stomach bubbling, I know it ain't gonna be no good one.
And then what do you do? What do you get? Like you get a towel?
Do you prefer it hard or soft?
Hard all day. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Man, fuck y'all.
Add it to the song. Add it to the song. We got another verse.
All right, man. What's up? When y'all call me up here, I could be doing other shit. Literally.
We're aware. We're trying to stop you from doing that shit.
Humble, what do you think about this?
You've been doing this your whole life?
No, it's the thing is, it was like I told you, it was like one time I was just like knocking a bunch of people out, and I was like, I can't do that no more. So
No, you found another way to channel your anger.
there you go. I'm gonna put some shit on them. And now
No,
if
but
he
you're
hit me
talking
back,
about when
I
you
get to
use the
fuck him up.
bathroom in general.
You always grab it? You always catch it?
Nah, I stopped doing that a long time ago.
Just when he's angry at somebody and he don't want to beat him up.
Oh, so that's just how he goes about doing it.
Shit, I'm gonna put in your car. Like if some girl rolled past me and she seen me and I see her keep looking straight. Nobody drive like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, she meant to drive past me because she just kept looking straight like this. So all right, later on she was on the block and put some shit in her car.
Hold on. So if a girl doesn't acknowledge you as you walk past her,
fragile.
No, wait, no.
Ego.
Stop it.
Fragile.
No.
Ego.
Listen.
Fragile.
We all going to the same place. Hold on. So you ain't gonna pull over on the side of the road and come get me?
Actually, too, though.
What?
Remember, he was like, "You didn't miss me," blah blah blah.
Man, stop it.
Well, that's because he got a crush on you. That's
man,
different.
knock it off.
He got a crush on Taylor.
something
that's
else?
the reason you've been smelling like shit.
So because a girl didn't acknowledge you,
it could have been anybody. It could have been one of my boys or the girl. She's going on the same block. When I got there, she was there.
So you done this to a dude. The dude is act like he didn't see you.
I beat people up because they wouldn't give me the answers on the test.
Hold on, did you say I beat people off?
Yeah, you definitely said that.
You're literally replacing beating people up with just giving them a gift of doodle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You rather this doodle for me to beat you up.
But the threshold of what determines who deserves to get beat up or get some doo-doo. What's that threshold?
I give everybody a chance to get them doodle first. I give you doodle first.
So you rather shit on him first?
Yes, I put some doodle on you first, and you try to fight me. Now I get to beat you up because you try to hit me.
Some people say
but
like
you put shit on him for you the cause.
No, I put doodle on you for a reason. I didn't put doodle on you for no reason.
But you know, in certain communities, giving someone doodle, that's like a gift from your butt.
That's what I said. It's flirting.
It is.
Any guy, if you put doodle in any guy's car,
in that country, I won't do it. Because I didn't punch you in your face in that country.
Why would you want
this country over here? It's different shit. You put some different shit.
Why would you want a guy to know what your shit smell like?
Ain't about having what my shit
I told you that before. Stop flirting around dudes. Remember I used to tell you that back in the day. Stop flirting around these dudes, man. Because you farting. When you farting around dudes, you flirting. Why you want them to know what your ass smell like?
You give them like a piece of shit. They see some seeds in it. They're like, oh, he got a good diet.
It all depends on what you eat. But listen, man, I put
lot
shit
of
on you for a
roughage.
reason. It's not like I just like, oh, that's the person I'll put shit on today.
But are your reasons reasonable?
Oh yes, I was gonna fuck you up.
But for what? For not looking at you as they walk
What
by?
is the most-
No. See that person? I wasn't gonna hit that person. She just.
I would hope you wasn't gonna hit a girl.
No, I'm just saying.
What's up with you, man?
Yeah, knock it off.
What is up
This
with you?
girl,
Crazy,
Listen, I'm just saying. It could have been a
I'm sending
guy.
this
It could
to
have
your
been one of
mama,
my
man.
boys. Stop
I'm sending
it.
this to your mom, yo.
Stop, man. Listen, it could have been one of my boys or somebody. If I know you going to the same spot, no. When I talk to her, I'm like, yo, you ain't see me. She's like, no, I didn't see you. And I'm like, yo, I know you see me. That's why I gave her some doodle. I'm like. All right, you want to play in your car? You want to be in your car by yourself? You're going to be in your car by yourself forever because nobody going to want to get in there.
Fragile male ego. First of all, you probably was hiding if you was on the block. Knowing you, if a car was coming by, you probably stood in the cut with a hoodie on and your hat on.
I was walking on Wood Ave, and she was riding past on Wood Ave.
White girl?
And she see me. There was a black girl. It was one of the girls in the hood. We all family.
So both of y'all was riding the wood.
No, man. I was walking. She was driving.
But y'all was on the wood, though.
It's going to the hood.
Okay. All right, cool. That's all good.
Years ago. I'm not doing this now.
So you stopped doing the shit stuff.
Yeah, I had to do that in a long time. Everybody else had to smack the beat up.
Have you ever? What about you ever take like a good one? You're like, man, I wish I kept that one.
That was just some good one. I seen a real long one the other day. I said, yeah, that one would have been good.
Put that next to the hard part.
What the fuck?
You like them hard and soft. And then say, yo, hard. I seen a real long one the other day. All right, please.
But I mean, now you're gonna go viral off this. Are you gonna like bring it back?
Nah, it's not that. I think they just. I didn't know what the fucking clip was. What I even say?
You don't want to be known as Doodoo Boy, man.
Well, listen, long as nobody disrespect me, there ain't nobody gonna be like, hey, Doodoo Boy, I'm gonna really chase you. Remember in school? I'm gonna really chase you and throw you in the fucking locker.
Why you gonna chase people for calling you Doodoo Boy?
Playing with me for?
You put it out there
in the world.
This was years ago. I doodled in a
this
fucking
is
tissue.
last week.
It don't matter.
You can't call your.
You can't do shit like this and then ask a question like, so nobody else does this?
No, so you telling me none of y'all fucking caught y'all doodle ever?
Never.
Oh, y'all got to do it.
Wait a minute.
That's what we got a toilet for. The toilet catches
Hold
my
on.
doodoo.
There isn't. I have.
Thank you.
But there was a specific reason I had swallowed.
You put it in the fucking thing.
No, I'd swallowed a fucking ring or something like that.
Okay.
I'd swallowed something.
It's usually supposed to be cocaine bags when the cops
Well, it
come
wasn't
by.
drugs, but it was something that like I needed to get. And
So how long you had to
look
do
through
it?
my own
Because
shit
like
to
for
do
2
it.
days, 48 hours is that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only time. But I didn't do this
So
regularly.
you had to keep squeezing it. No, I never had to squeeze it. Mine went straight in. They got the tissue still around and everything.
Yeah.
You had to actually squeeze it. So you actually worse than me.
Oh yeah, I'm worse than you.
Yeah. You had to squeeze it and look through everything. How big was the ring?
I don't know if it was a ring. Maybe it was a tooth. I don't know, some kind of weird thing.
Somebody punch you in your mouth and swallow your tooth?
I don't think so. I'm not exactly. I forget. If I remember, I would tell you. But yeah. So I mean, that's reasonable, right? You had to do that for a reason. But you, on the other hand, you were doing this just for your own delight.
No. People mess with me, and I knew this guy that I had to get. I actually put doodle in his shoe in his house.
I thought that was dog doodle.
Hell no, that's my shit.
I mean, I'm tired of talking about this shit. Literally.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Me too.
How much shit y'all want to talk about?
Humble, what do you think about this? This from a psychoanalysis standpoint.
I don't know about no psychoanalysis, but I mean, I appreciate you tried to find nonviolent means to
Thank you, my brother.
resolve issues.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I just think, however, now that he's about to blow up off of it, you're probably gonna have to go back to your old ways.
I'm not catching my shit too.
No, they're gonna bring you on a late night talk show.
They don't expect it.
And you better do the trick, monkey. All right?
Whoa. You and Jimmy Fallon are going to have a shit off.
Yes, that's exactly what this
And
is.
it's gonna go on somebody for whoever disrespect.
Yeah.
Shit going on.
What is it? What is a reasonable name to call you that has to do with doo-doo?
It's nothing. Just say wax was good. I heard that shit was kind of funny. I know you probably wasn't telling the truth, but I mean, thank you for trying to.
You can't tell them you're not telling the truth.
It don't matter.
Because they're not gonna believe you. You can't do that.
They don't care about what's really going on at the end of the day. I sell chicken. I don't give a fuck.
That's what he told me yesterday,
bro. But that's a little bit scary though. Because you don't want your chickens being handled by a guy who's been rubbing his own shit
Or
all
the
You said you rub your own shit. I put it in a tissue. Hold on, don't put it.
What if the USDA say nope? You're in violation. You cannot. The way you gotta wear gloves in your hands of these chickens.
Listen. No.
What do you mean no? USDA doesn't care about your little nicknames. They don't care about what you do. They don't want you touching doo-doo.
Last time you wiped, you ain't had doodle on the other side of the tissue?
What does that have to do with catching it, though?
I'm just saying. But we all touch doodle. Who knows about how much is actually on there? I probably have a little bit more in a tissue, but it's still doodle.
What is you talking about?
We all touch doodle.
Yeah,
how many times you touch doodle?
E. coli. That's the only time I touch doodoo is when I'm touching the E. coli that is on things naturally.
It don't matter if you wipe yourself. You got doodle on the other side. It might not be as much,
what you're
but the exact same shit.
You're trying to say that everybody has paper with doodoo on it because we wipe our asses. We don't wipe our asses like for fun. We do it because we don't want to walk around.
By the way, I don't wipe my ass and then flip the tissue over and then wipe my ass with the side of the tissue that doesn't have shit on it.
But who said that? I grab it and go.
Yeah, but you make a little doodoo mummy out of it, and then you take it somewhere, and then you put it in people's purses and cars.
You holding on to this one?
Yeah.
No, listen, I really did
Dude,
that
you're
type
rolling
of stuff.
blunts out of doodoo. That's disgusting.
I really don't want to be known as the doodoo man. That was just something I don't even know why I fucking said it.
Bro, you are the doodoo man, yo. Instead of the Dudder man from New Jack City, instead of the Dudder man from New Jack City, you the doodoo man.
Who's the doodoo man? Who's the doodoo man?
Listen, like I said, as long as nobody disrespect crazy, you can have fun with it, laugh about it, put it on there, reclip it, whatever the fuck y'all want to do. Just don't be.
How you gonna be mad at people because you put stuff out there?
It don't
and
matter.
then when they make jokes, you get upset.
But they touch doodle too.
And we go to a lot of comedy shows. It's gonna be somebody on that thing like, oh shit, that's the doodoo man.
Yeah, watch what I do.
Why? You can't do that. You can't get mad at the man.
Okay. You have that recourse.
You can't get mad at the man. You started it.
You did.
You put this out there for people.
Yeah.
It sounds like this is going to lead to more violence.
Bro, listen.
But you started it not to have violence.
That's what it all started from that.
What are you talking about? You trying to figure out what you're saying now?
This guy, it started from nonviolence.
Did y'all just hear his brain work? He just went, but that's why that's how it started.
It did. It started because I didn't want to fucking do this
Wax
shit.
is a non-violent activist. Dr. Martin Luther Ding. All right.
Listen, man, there's a lot of times I could have fucked somebody up, man. I could have done a lot of dumb shit. People stole shit from me out of my house. I could have beat them the fuck up and I put doodle on them.
But now it seems like this story is going to get people making fun of you. You're going to beat them all up
I'm gonna
anyway.
beat them up. I'm punching your face. I ain't
For what?
It don't matter. I'm going to find a way to put doodle on you.
This is
Leave me the
nasty.
fuck
This
alone.
is messed up. You cannot do that. You cannot put this story out there
listen.
and then want to beat people up because of it.
It's not that I want to beat you. Just take it easy. Be like, yo, I heard this story. Boom, peace. All right. Don't be like, what's up, shit boy?
You cannot tell people how to react.
I don't know how to react.
Shit boy is a good one. See, you gave me something. Shit boy is a good one. Shit boy on the track. You know what I'm saying? Shit boy is a good one.
They call you Waka Kaka?
Shit boy, the good one.
Waka kaka.
Shit boy, the good one.
Wakaka funny.
You need your own soundboard now. Just pressing all these different tags.
Oh, yeah,
Shit boys.
dude.
I like Shit Boy.
Nah, Shit Boy is good.
Does Hit Boy the producer have a drop?
Or what about
I think
Titty
before
Boy?
that.
He's Shitty Boy.
Shitty Boy.
You could be Shitty Boy.
You could be Shitty Boy. You could be Shit Boy.
They can do this, fellas. If y'all do it in the street, I'ma fuck y'all up.
This is the last safe space.
Have fun.
What's that? Have fun. Wax, bro.
Y'all going to have fun right now.
Safe space.
Let me look up some doo-doo acronyms.
Yeah, we got to think of a good one.
Hold on.
Hey, it went everywhere. Like, come on.
Instead of the baby, the boo-boo.
Nicknames for feces.
The doo-doo.
Okay.
The doo-doo.
Oh, these some good ones. Ooh.
Let me see.
I Googled nicknames for feces. First one that pops up is ass goblin. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That one is a little crazy.
They got
something different. Everybody shits.
No.
They got ass kebabs. Ass monkey. They do got ass monkey. Black banana peeler. That's a good one. I like black banana
Hold on.
peeler.
What did you actually Google? I think he Googled something else. What the fuck you Google?
Oh shit! Super shit man. It's a good one.
Yo,
Come on, man.
Yo,
Yeah, don't say that one. That's gonna
yo,
get you punched in
brown
the face.
banana peeler is hilarious.
Black banana peeler.
Black banana peeler.
That sounds like a fucking porn name. What the fuck you over looking at?
Black banana peeler.
Let me see people who like to play with feces. People, you might have a condition.
No, there's a condition.
I like to play with it. Just like, you know, when you do something with momentum, I filled up a whole lot of fucking Gatorade bottles. So it's like, it's just a regular thing. Sometimes I shit in the toilet.
Yo,
and sometimes I just grab
Can we
it.
just...
Oh shit! This shit is called.
Hold on.
This shit is called coprophilia.
Yeah, copper... Let me see it.
Coprophilia, also called scatophilia, or scat is the
Scatophilia, yes.
Yeah, is the paraphilia
Scat
involving sexual arousal and pleasure from shit.
Yeah, no.
You're a scatophiliac.
No, I'm not.
Let me ask you a question.
Not
When
with
you're
sex at
holding
all.
that long brown log,
Yes.
is that the safest... Is that
Okay,
the safest version?
Listen. You're giving these guys a lot of material. If they come, I'm gonna fuck them up.
Hold on, man. This is some shit. Six facts about fecal smearing that you need to know.
All right, go.
They call it code brown, diaper digging, paint the town brown, whatever you call fecal smearing. The question is, how do we extinguish this behavior? No one likes to talk about it, but fecal smearing, also called scatolia in medical literature, is surprisingly common among children and adults. It occurs most frequently among individuals with developmental delays or post-traumatic stress, which means that the person may not be able to verbalize the reason for the behavior.
Yes. I was gonna fuck him up, and I ain't want to tell my mama. You know what I'm saying? So I put doodle on
I
him.
know it goes deeper than that. Some PTSD from like when you were younger.
Nobody never put doodle on me.
Psychological reasons. Psychologists know that
Somebody you couldn't
scatolia
punch in the
tends...
face back in the days.
He did what?
Probably a couple of people I come
Maybe when you wasn't big enough to punch people in the face.
Listen, this shit
And now
says...
it's all manifests itself.
It says psychologists note that scatolia tends to occur in individuals with a history of obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety, schizophrenia, depression, bipolar disorder, ADD, autism,
ADD.
post-traumatic stress,
And I got,
trauma related to
claustrophobia.
physical or sexual abuse, and repressed sexual
that's three.
desires for the same gender.
No.
Yes, man.
I got
Yes.
I got three.
This just says
I got three.
rectal digging and fecal smearing serve many real purposes that are often
But I'm not
overlooked by
smearing
caregivers
it.
and medical providers. Provides a sense of
grab it.
control over one's body and you did used to smear it. Stop lying. You used
Where I
to smear
smear
it on
it
the
at?
fucking handles and put the alarm.
I put go what? Look how me and my other boys grabbed my doodle too and did the same shit.
Man,
You said you and your other boys grabbed your what with a D? I don't know what the fuck you said.
Hold on.
You started talking so fast.
Yeah.
All I heard was you and your boys grabbed your
We got
D.
it's on tissue. I doodled on tissue. A couple of my other boys grabbed it, like passing the doodle around. We put it somewhere. He put it on the stairwell. I put it on the doorknobs. You know what I'm saying?
This is the sickest.
I know the whole
perverted,
school was fucked up.
Most homosexual.
The whole school was
This gotta be some.
fucked up.
This is a level of homosexuality.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Why
Yes, it
everything
is.
gotta
Yes,
be
it
that?
is. Yes, it is.
Yo,
Yes, it is.
so I like
Yes,
I
it
like
is.
penis because I like smearing doodle.
No,
Like
you-
get the fuck out of here. Doodle and penis.
You just said you and your boys is taking each other's doodle.
Where
No,
is
no,
that, though?
they're taking his doodoo.
My
They
doodle.
have their own doodoo, but they chose not to take it.
No, because I was the one that like.
y'all
nigga,
sharing
I
doodle with
shit
each other?
I shouldn't know. I went in there doodling it, and I fucking. It was all in a bunch of tissue, just enough, open enough, just enough.
You need therapy,
to
bro.
fucking put it on something
Like a freeze
You
pop.
need therapy.
like a freeze pop, just enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need therapy, man.
For what?
You need therapy.
I smoke
I think
weed.
your friends need
you need
therapy
therapy.
too. Why would they do that? Why would they just take a log of your shit?
You never did nothing out of control just for laugh?
Not that.
Not playing with my boy's ass.
No, stop.
Hold on. Fuck. So you're saying this will happen? You soft serve shitted into a paper towel that they were holding so that they could have
I put a
pen.
bunch of tissue, like a bunch of fucking tissue.
But you hold it behind their ass.
They're holding it behind your ass.
No, I went inside the fucking.
Why are you moving away? Because he's reminiscing. He's remembering it. He's remembering that experience.
I shit in the motherfucking thing. And
so you're all shitting around each other?
No, I'm the only one that go in the bathroom.
B2K
I'm the only one.
Circle jerks allegedly.
No.
Oh yeah.
B2K. They used to do circle jerks.
Regular.
I'm telling the story. He's trying to tell a crazier story.
Dude. That's just.
I shit in the tissue.
Yeah.
They all standing outside. They be like, "Yo, you got it," and I'm like, "Where I got it." And then we go down. Let me see it. Open the shit up. You all see the doodle. They're like, "All right, who wanna go first?"
Why was there no dogs in the hood? Why couldn't you just get dog shit? Why would you?
Because I don't know.
Who brought up the idea the first time?
I have
like,
no
y'all just
idea.
Standing around and someone.
I have
was
no
like,
idea who started it, but I had a bunch of knuckleheads and everybody was smoking weed real early. A bunch of us. So I don't even know why.
Don't smoke weed, guys.
We was smoking weed too early though.
This is great. This is a nice homoerotic.
So how?
like that's
where
the
you even
takeaway.
get that from?
This is a good
What?
transition to unlearn. How do you unlearn?
Yes, humble.
How do you unlearn how to wrap
Yes.
your own shit in
I
paper
think you
towel?
gotta figure. You gotta figure out the PTSD behind it.
So you have to learn what the problem is before you can.
It's definitely PTSD.
No.
You know, it is because you beat people up and you understood the consequences of beating people up.
Yes.
You got a bunch of charges. You got
Yep.
assault charges, kidnapping charges.
God-fearing man.
So that has nothing to do with God.
Yes.
So you have
I told God I wasn't gonna do it no more, so I had to do.
God did not tell you to do that. God did not tell you to play with the shit. That was the devil.
No, he didn't tell me to go play the doodle. I figured out what else to do. I said I'm not going to beat nobody up no more. Help me. And then that night I was smoking. I was like, oh shit, just put shit on them.
people.
Yeah.
And now you're suffering from PTSD.
God did not tell you to do that, bro.
I didn't tell me. He told me to do that. I figured it out on my own.
And that's the problem. You're leaning on your own understanding.
But now that you stopped it, you're gonna go. What are you gonna do now? Like,
I pray for people. I pray for people. I pray for them to please put your hands on me so I can fuck you up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna egg them on a little bit. Try to get them to push you or
Little
something.
something.
Okay.
Yo,
Little
how often
something.
you think God is up there and when you say some shit, he goes, God.
Yeah, as soon as he gets to it a little bit, he gets it right a little bit. And God's like, my God,
But
bro.
listen, no, but listen. Yes.
Yeah, stop playing the fucking drums.
Do to tell this guy.
Stop playing the goddamn drums and actually read the scriptures,
Read the
please.
Listen, but listen, I come back and hold him down. I pray for him right after. I ask the Lord to please forgive him, heal his jaw, heal something. You know what I'm saying? I kind of fucked him up a little bit. When I pray for him the whole time, I beat him up too.
You know what you need? You need a lawyer. That's like the modern day bodyguard. Lawyers can fuck anybody up.
Break that down.
Yeah.
Just they protect you from real shit. They can pick on the police. They can pick on politicians. Lawyers got all the power because they know the law.
Yeah, but you got to have the money for those lawyers, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you can lose a lot of those cases.
Yeah,
and then when you lose those cases, those people suing you for their legal fees.
Ouch.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of cases that come
I'm
and
not
go.
out here just beating people up for no reason. The only time I beat people up, I ain't beat nobody in a while unless they need to get beat up. Like, I think I would kind of work in a good, respectful path for people to like leave me alone. I ain't out here trying to bully nobody and fuck with nobody. For what?
Because you deal with PTSD. You had abuse when you was a child.
All right.
You got scatophilia or whatever that shit is called.
You have scatophilia.
You really got an issue. You really got problems.
I don't have an issue. I just
think you're
did that.
suffering from scatophilia.
I thought that was
If I take
even
a
better.
shit right there, right now. What do you think?
I think something wrong with you.
Yeah,
everything was
but
inside the
after
bathroom.
You think something's wrong with me? You're gonna look at that shit like, man, if I had some.
I've seen him do that.
No,
I swear I've seen him do that.
We've walked,
We've walked in bathrooms. We've walked in bathrooms, and I'll go to like a urinary stall, and he'll go in the stall, and he'll be like, "Jeez." Somebody fucked
like,
this shit
geez,
up.
somebody
But
got
he
some
don't
wild
flush it.
shit.
He'll pee on top of it and just be staring. I'm like, what the fuck? Tell me I'm lying.
Yo, that's like graffiti.
I don't want to touch nothing because he shit it. I mean,
You flush it with your foot. You just flush the shit
They
down.
had the little black.
You like
they-
looking at it.
They had the little black thing.
You enjoy massacring it.
No way. It had the little black thing you had to press like that with your finger. I wasn't doing that.
Nah.
Yeah.
So, what exactly is a hot girl?
It's like
Enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
It does not involve a man.
You're confident, you're happy,
You can
you're
be
doing your
ratchet
thing.
And in school, you know how to live the best of both worlds. There's no guys, and I mean, obviously that There's some guys involved.
That's
but like,
Jillian. So no dick involved.
There doesn't have to be.
It could be if that's what you like.
Question.
It's just being
How
yourself
can a
and
woman
doing what you want to
be
do.
happy without a man?
What the hell kind of question is that?
That is a good question. I'm gonna tell you why that's a good question. And I thought
You
about
have
this.
a void
I thought about this.
that needs to be filled.
Okay,
What
so
is a void?
no,
A
listen,
vagina.
Listen, all you hot girls and city girls need to listen up to this, right?
Well, Taylor want a piece.
Hot girls and city girls.
Taylor want a
Now,
piece.
I've never heard that definition of hot girl, city girl.
Okay.
What I've heard about hot girl, city girl is that they're girls who don't give a fuck about what these guys talking about. They running through these guys this summer. They fucking who they want to fuck. They living their best life.
Hot girl, city girl is separate.
Okay.
So the city girls are scammers. You know,
Okay.
they have their
Who are they
whole,
scamming?
Men, probably.
Okay, so you need men. Boom.
But hot girls is not. Hot
What
girls
are hot
is about
girls doing?
Hot girls is about yourself. You having
Okay.
fun. It doesn't involve.
So hot girls have nothing to do with fucking whoever you want to fuck.
No.
Yeah, that's different from city girls.
City girls.
So
and hot
city girls is fucking
two
everybody.
Different seasons, 2 different summers.
So the city girls need men, the hot girls don't.
Pretty much.
Because city girls need men to scam.
You can scam bitches though. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can
say
curse.
bitches.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've been cursing like
You can
crazy.
scam
So you
women.
can scam women as well.
You can
Okay.
scam anyone.
Now,
Who going to church on Sunday? The city girls or the hot girls?
neither.
Hot girls.
Hot girls go to church.
Okay.
I go to Sunday. I mean, I go to
You
church
just said you
every
went to high
Sunday,
school.
and I take my godson.
So why are y'all hot? Because of the temperature? Because it's 100 degrees out?
The temperature helps. It
Okay.
helps you to be a hot girl because now you could, have your skin out, do what you got to do, be on the
Period.
beach, have a great time. Nobody want to do that in the winter.
Yeah. You know you're going to be a hot girl again once you turn about 60, 70. This thing called menopause
Says who?
sets in.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
it's gonna be real hot.
It's gonna be
Hot
real
flash
different.
girls.
Hot,
Yeah,
hot flash
girls.
fall.
Yeah.
That's the
different.
ultimate hot girl. When you
So what's the point of all of this?
loving yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
It's just
Yeah.
putting a gimmick on it.
I don't get that from what I'm seeing on Instagram.
Because
It
you're looking at
seems-
the wrong one.
but it
You're
seems
looking
like
at city girls. I think you're paying attention to city girls.
I'm looking at whatever Duval posted.
yeah. I just look at Duval.
Y'all are mixing up.
But
the
that's what I'm
summers.
saying.
That's the
No,
problem.
because there are girls who go under that premise. But a hot girl summer is literally just doing what you want, being happy about it, and not caring about how people judge you. So if
That
some
sound like the
girls-
whole phase to me.
If some girls feel being thotty is what they want to do, judgment free, that's what they do. Other girls, they just want to have fun with their homegirls and stay up late before work in the morning.
So
Maybe
why
that's
just-
living on the wild side for me.
What happens? What happens when fall comes, ladies? Are y'all thinking ahead?
We gonna
Travel to be a hot girl. I'm traveling.
Yeah, 'cause she
Oh, you
got
see-
money. I'm gonna just wait for Megan Thee Stallion to come up with a new
Right.
term.
You gonna travel first class to change the forecast? Okay.
hot girl all year round.
Hot girls
girl
all year round. Okay, again, let me just clarify here. So you have the hot girls, city girls,
every syllable.
they need the men, right? And then hot girls are lesbians? Is that what you were saying?
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm confused. We just need each other. We just eat pussy.
You need
or something.
yourself as a hot girl.
You need just so
It's about doing what you want to do as a hot girl.
okay. So hot girls have vibrators. The
If
city
they
girl.
want to.
It's about whatever you want to do. That's it. City girls is like more scamming, more finessing. Like you gonna have these guys buy you a drink at the bar. You're a city girl. A hot girl is just
You need a man.
How does a hot
Sounds to
girl
me like
get a
city
drink?
girls need men.
A hot girl could go get the bag and get the drink herself if she sees it fit. A city girl, her goal is to go to the club and only men are gonna buy me
Y'all
drinks
know the hot
tonight.
boys started all this shit, right?
No, they didn't.
I'm talking about Juvenile, BG, Turk, Lil Wayne.
I don't even know who those people are.
Jesus Christ, you young ass young lady.
Are you serious? You
Don't offend us.
I'm so kidding. What? Yeah, I know everybody. You just
But no, the hot boys, they used to do this. They used to be the hot boys, hot girls. Like back in the day, you didn't know that? Yeah.
You know, she's from the South, too, though.
Who?
Megan.
Yeah, Houston.
What's a stallion?
I love Meg Thee Stallion.
What's a stallion?
How tall is Megan?
She's over 6 foot or 6 foot flat.
So she's a tall.
Yeah,
So if you're a girl who's big, you're a stallion.
Amazonian.
You're an Amazonian.
yeah,
I've heard.
Meg the Amazonian don't have the same ring to it.
You're a
You're a donkey. Go sit down. Sit down. Please, Shrek. Go sit down.
We gotta cut
Say what you gonna say.
Hee-haw!
Call me a
Hee-haw!
What's the donkey from Shrek saying?
For Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Eddie.
Yo, Eddie, go sit down.
Please.
Hee-haw!
I am not that.
Hee-haw!
I am a pony.
Cheesesteaks, hee-haw!
I'm a
I
magical pony.
don't know what's going on with you hot girls and you city boys. There go a hot girl.
Who that?
Somebody with student loan debt.
Oh my
Come in.
God.
She dressed like a hot girl today too.
Dressing like a hot girl.
You look hot as shit.
Are you a hot girl or a city girl?
Hey, what's your definition of hot girl?
Go ahead.
'Cause I think I just heard some bullshit. What's your definition of hot girl?
You just gotta live your best life, whatever that is. Come on, I got hot coffee, girl.
Oh shit!
So it has. She want to be a hot girl. Put that coffee on her. So it has nothing to do with fucking.
No. I mean, for some girls, that's their best life.
Really?
What's their best life?
What's my best life?
No, those girls that are fucking all the time.
I don't know. I'm not them.
What do you presume? What do you presume?
Promiscuous.
I had hot girls fucked up. I thought they was out here fucking.
Me too.
Really?
It's literally just whatever you think fun is. To you, what you want to do with your summer, your life,
It's taking
without
control.
men being in the mix.
So what did y'all call this shit before this summer?
Being
Living your
gay.
best life.
Yeah.
Y'all always need a
Your best
song
friend-
to
your best
fucking
friend
know what
had
to
a
do.
whole anthem for it, but as soon as women come up with a term for it, men automatically think that it's sexual.
I'm not against it. I just thought it was sexual. I thought it was who.
But
I
why
thought it
is
was.
it that whenever women have come up with something, it's always sexual?
I thought it was y'all fucking whoever y'all wanted to fuck without a care in the world. I really thought
You
that.
only saying that based off the songs,
So
probably,
what is,
right?
I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas me.
I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I'm having a great time.
That's what I thought it meant.
Hot girl summer.
So I thought it was pretty obvious. It's right there.
Hot girl summer don't sound like that though.
Yes, it does.
Why not? Because Megan Thee Stallion saying that?
No, it just don't sound like that. All I know is, can y'all know what to do with y'all lives without a song attached to it?
Really?
Yo.
Do men?
Why do rappers
Y'all
dictate
literally-
y'all
I say,
lives?
Men follow Future like he's scripture.
I don't follow Future.
You're old.
I'm
We're
a
not talking about
faithful
you.
And this
black
it's
male.
exactly that song right there.
follow
All
the
these men
Hold
gotta
on.
follow that
What
song.
song
Well,
do
think
I
about that.
follow from Future?
What do you
I'm
mean,
curious
think
about
about
that.
it?
Black men
Well, I
don't
don't know.
cheat.
What do white people listen to? I don't know. You listen to Future?
We listen to Limp Bizkit.
Y'all really upset about black men don't cheat?
We
That is
already
a positive
told you
message.
why we look.
Positive message.
You guys are trolling.
Meanwhile, all you hot girls are doing is sexually assaulting all those faithful black males all summer. I see a lot of sexual assault
Black
happening.
men don't cheat is a troll because
Excuse me?
Yes, because there are cheating ass men who slid in my DMs.
Hot
real
girl
quick.
summer is a troll.
No, this is my problem with black men don't cheat, and I told you a million times because you genuinely believe it and you think you're doing something good, which is nice, but you are so proud of yourself that you have become naive because black men don't cheat, and because of you and your mans that you did it with, everyone is seeing it as a troll. So although you believe it, you and Duvall have packaged it to be somewhat of a joke.
If Obama or Denzel Washington came out like, oh, you're right, black
That
men don't
black
cheat.
men don't cheat is the ain't shit niggas anthem.
this is what I
All
hope-
the dog ass niggas love that
this is what I
song.
hope-
Oh my! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just an outsider. May I ask a question?
Yes.
Are they implying that, in fact, some black men do cheat?
They have a lack of faith. This is what I would
Men
tell.
cheat in
This is what I would tell my 3 hot girl nieces. I would say to y'all, I hope hot girl summer means the pregnant girl winter. And single mother spring. Okay? That's what I hope. And child support summer next year. All right?
See, that's what's messed up. That's what's messed up. Wait. See, that's what's messed up. Black men don't cheat, right? Well, we are having sex with these black men, right? Aren't they supposed to stay faithful to us?
I didn't say that y'all was sleeping with black men this summer. I don't know what you hot girls are out here sleeping with.
But you can be a hot girl with your man.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Explain the difference between city girl. That's what he was saying.
Oh, that's
Okay, so
the
what's
thing.
a city girl?
So a city girl, one of them is locked up. I mean, you getting what out of
Scammers.
men? Yeah, you getting what money out of men.
So you fuck them, you scam them.
You know, whatever they do, that's what
You
they
coming
do.
up off of a nigga.
A hot girl summer is just empowering.
Exactly.
A city girl summer is when
Okay,
I'm
so I
coming
like
for
the
you.
hot girl summer. I'm with that. I'm with the empowerment of the hot girl summer.
Okay, thank
The
you.
city girl shit, no.
I'm glad that we brought you on board.
I think anything you keep from your significant other is cheating. If you feel like you got to keep it from them or disguise it as something else, is probably cheating.
I mean, you're not going to tell your wife you had a muffin today.
I didn't have a muffin. I actually am going to tell my wife I had a cupcake.
You a faithful black man.
I am. No, I am. Only because we're both. Only because we both like got a diet routine that we're doing.
Right.
So I'm gonna be like, yo, I did have a cupcake today. Like when she sees me go downstairs to run at like 10 o'clock tonight,
she gonna know.
Like, why you running at 10 o'clock? I had a cupcake today.
Wow.
I'm gonna definitely tell her about the cupcake.
Okay, so paid pussy is still on the table for cheating.
Yeah.
What about emotional cheating? What about
the worst? Which women are the number one culprits of?
I cannot believe
men
they
cheat
would do
for
that.
ego, women cheat for emo, bro. That's what's fucked up.
So women out here emotionally cheating all day long.
That's the worst.
Getting emotional satisfaction from men that are not their boyfriend, not their husband. I'm sorry, you writing letters,
phone
ladies?
conversations with them. Women only talk that. I just fucking keep it moving. No doubt. Okay, no, you don't. Wow. Okay. You let these guys sweet talk you, you know what I'm saying, and you fall for it, all right? And you have conversations with them, and then you have an emotional connection with them, and then you sleep with them. That's what happens.
That's crazy. Nah, that's crazy, Paige.
It happens.
That's crazy. I don't know if
That's
guys
not what
need
we
to be
said.
friends
That's not
with
what we're
girls.
talking about. We're just saying that women cheat for emo,
yes,
and men cheat for ego.
What? Mm-hmm. Why y'all need male friends? Can we understand that?
Exactly.
Yeah, but not all the time. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you don't need an all the time guy friend.
I got mad homegirls. Nah. I got more homegirls than I got homeboys.
Say what?
I got more homegirls than I got homeboys.
What?
But all my homegirls, all my homegirls,
what you mean?
all my homegirls are my wives' homegirls too, though.
So all your homegirls that got
not all of them. Not all of them.
So do you think a man and woman that are attracted to each other can be friends?
No, I think that's a volatile situation. But I think
so. You're saying all your friends that are girls are ugly?
They're not ugly. I'm just not attracted to them. I'm way past. These my homies though. Like Taylor's like my niece, Paige is like my daughter. Like I really don't even think about it.
Now is that a faithful blackmail technique? Is that you start labeling the women in your life as your family members so that your brain starts to go, oh, that's my niece, that's my daughter.
I have learned
that's a good fucking technique if that's the truth.
I've learned in my life
that doesn't work with whites because we fuck our family members. But I think for blacks that'd be good.
I'm gonna tell you something. When you're
that's my niece right there. No. Yeah, it is. Like the way she's growing up. Hey there, Pager. Hey there, Pager.
When you're a man and you're leading with ego and you're leading with your dick, you feel like you gotta fuck everything. And the reason you feel like you gotta fuck everything is because once again, you have low self-esteem. You have insecurities.
You're right. Us cheating is like women posting on Instagram. It's just a way to validate ourselves. Yes.
That's it. I don't need that.
That's it.
I just got a bunch of homegirls.
Right.
And I just like assisting my people. I like helping them win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I guess my ego may get full by empowering them.
Yes, altruism can also fill your ego. It's
I don't know
not
what that
just
means.
altruism.
Is that what happens when you get vaccinations? Is that what you get when you get if you get a vaccination?
Can we talk about how Van was wildin' today?
Altruism?
Can we talk about Van wildin' today?
You go ahead.
Yo, Van hits us up. He goes, guys.
Let me read the exact text. Let me read the exact text. Hold on. Van goes. He goes, hold on.
First of all, Van hopped out of a time portal today and then decided to group text us out of nowhere.
He goes, real quick. Are either of you guys anti-vaccination? Schultz goes, no. I go, nah. He goes, okay, because the dumb shit is spreading. I go, that's an old conversation, decades old. Andrew goes, I got a bit about it. And
Don't say my bit.
I'm not. And the Van goes, it's never been more fiercely debated than it is right now, ever. Creeping its way into the mainstream conversation. I said, I must be missing something. That's been a topic of mainstream conversation forever, especially the flu virus. And then, oh, that's the joke. I was about to read that shit. I was like, what?
Don't say it.
And then Van goes, the notion that vaccines cause autism is a growing debate.
Son, but can we say
before we continue, Chris, how long have you heard this debate?
15, 20 years.
Easily. I said decade. I was like, this has been going on for decades, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay, so Van goes, he goes, I get it, but it's being championed in the mainstream now more than ever. So then Andrew goes, Robert De Niro. He goes, De Niro's fault. He said, didn't he do a whole doc about it? Was it Robert De Niro?
No, it was a woman, not Chelsea Handler, but she was like a blonde woman, like a reality star. She was the power behind it.
But Robert De Niro's kid, I think, is autistic,
Maybe.
and he believed in it. And then they were going to play it at his festival, the Tribeca Film Festival, and then they scrapped it last minute.
Oh.
So he's a big no-vaxxer.
Okay.
The only thing in Van's defense is with the whole measles, but I guess that's not really vax. Is that the
Yo,
same
that is vax, but
conversation?
The microphone, guys. Come on.
But real quick, I just want to get Van goes, not saying the idea is new, but the conversation is definitely being had on a more mainstream level than ever before. Then again, he goes, I get it, but it's being championed in the mainstream now more than ever.
Okay.
And then he goes, anyway, I was just asking. I had first heard it back in the day, but I'm hearing a new anti-vaxxer every day now. Joe Budden is now one. So Andrew puts the laughing emoji. I put, Jesus Christ, man. Andrew puts the hand over the face emoji. And I go, Joe Budden is your bar? As to when this became a mainstream convo? Like, what the fuck?
So we did not know how important Joe Budden was to Van, bro. I didn't understand that was his guiding light in the world of news and mainstream media. It's not CNN. It's not MSNBC.
It's not MSNBC. It's not the HuffPost. It's not Washington Post. Joe Budden. Joe Budden is anti-vax now, so now this is serious. All right?
He's taking medical advice from a guy who dresses like Dick Tracy.
Bro.
These vaccinations causes autism, you see? They really do.
God. Listen, man. Salute to Joe. That's my guy, but goddamn, man. Come on, man. All I'm saying is, like, this has been a conversation forever. I remember growing up in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, in my barbershop. Yeah. The barber had a cartoon that said vaccines or viruses. And it was like a picture of a Uncle Sam with a needle chasing little kids. And like, you don't know if you're injecting your kids with vaccine viruses. If I'm not mistaken, Andre 3000 rapped about vaccines or viruses at one point, and I can't remember.
Well, just to clarify, what a vaccine is it's a really small amount of the virus.
Yes.
And it's a small enough amount that your body can handle it and build up antibodies to it. And then it's prepared if that virus ever enters your body again. It's like, yo, I got the tools to take the shit out. So that's the whole idea with vaccines, right?
And I think what Van was saying
So technically they are viruses, I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah, right now. And by the way, you always start hearing these vaccination or virus conversations around election season. I don't know why, but it's always a thing around this time of year, the anti-vaxxers and yada, yada, yada. But I think what Van is saying is, measles, if I'm not mistaken, this is the highest rate of measles ever.
Yeah, that's not primarily in the Hasidic Jewish community.
And it's because they're not getting vaccination.
The same thing that they had in the barbershop in Moncks Corner. They have a Jewish version of that throughout the community in New York and all around the East Coast. And it got to a point where now it's spreading out of the community. So they're shutting down schools because the kids aren't vaccinated.
In Washington, too, I think in Washington State.
In Washington State?
Yeah, there's like or maybe it was Seattle.
I think it was like 2000.
Vaccinate your fucking kids, guys. We're not
It's
dealing
not
with this
science.
anymore. It's really not that big a deal. You're going to vaccinate your fucking kids. Charlamagne's vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. Okay, I think everybody else in this room is vaccinated. You're not vaccinated? Get the fuck out of here, yo. You're going to give us some shit. You can't even go to college without being vaccinated. What you talking about? You cannot get into college. There are medical requirements for college. One of them is vaccinations, and you have to be vaccinated in order to go.
Before, Taylor.
Absolutely.
Stop it.
No, but I haven't had it in a long time.
Doesn't matter.
Yo, y'all need to get back to cheating, bro. Y'all really need to get back to cheating, bro. She thought you need to re-up the vaccine. Hold on, son. Hold on.
I thought you do, though. You do got to get a flu shot every year, right?
But flu shot is different. There's a different strain of flu, right, every year. And that's some nonsense. I would never get a flu shot.
I don't get flu shots every year, too. But see, that's the thing, too. Some people feel like
But that's on you.
Should get flu shots.
If you don't get the flu shot, that's on you. You're just going to have a shitty week.
Absolutely.
Right? But if you don't get the measles joint,
yes.
You spread it to all the other kids.
Especially if you're in an area where them shit is spreading like wildfire. Unless you know something that we don't know and you got some goddamn herbs in your house, some holistic shit that really can keep that shit out.
Right.
Other than that, just go get the goddamn shot. What is the reason that Hasidic Jews don't like to get it?
I mean, it's similar to what the larger mainstream version is. They think it leads to autism. They think it's a government conspiracy. I just know when I had kids, I started researching it. I got into it and I went to my doctor and I said, what do you think? And I had like a file full of papers. She was like, I gave it to my kids, and I was like,
that's all I need to know.
That's all you need to know.
If the doctors are giving it to their kids, that's all you need to know.
By the way, if you read some of the articles that are out now, I mean, even though this is like, I think they said it's the highest rate of measles ever.
Not ever, but in the recent time. No, because measles used to be popping, bro. Isn't that how they took out the Native Americans?
Yeah, in a long time. That was smallpox.
Smallpox, yeah.
But
I don't even know what measles look like. That's how fucking privileged we are.
It's freckles. It's freckles.
Wait, for real?
Yeah. Right?
No, it's red.
It's like chicken pox.
Yeah,
freckles.
it's like chicken pox.
It's chicken pox, not freckles.
Chicken pox is freckles.
Hold on, let me
that
see.
shit is freckles.
That shit look like pizza, bro.
Freckles, man. It's levels to freckles. All I'm saying is you can go back and look at old articles. It's articles from 2014 that sound like the articles that are being written now.
Right.
Because this is like all of this stuff happens. It's like it repeats itself all the time. There's always an outbreak of something, whether it's measles, the flu. It's always an outbreak of something, and it's always this crisis of people that don't vaccinate saying, "Hey, y'all shouldn't vaccinate." Like I don't know. And then and Van said that they're mobilizing and gaining political power now. I don't know what they could do.
I mean, they definitely have huge political backing, and Joe Budden co-signing.
You're right.
I can totally see.
Not Biden. Budden.
Joe Budden.
Okay. Not Biden.
Yo, what
Budden.
if he just misspelled it? What if he meant Biden the whole time? And we're out here running with this Joe Budden narrative.
What's the political power, Chris, that they could possibly gain?
It's a small but vocal group. I mean, generally, people is Budden about to have a kid, or do they just have a kid?
He just had a kid.
That's all. You only care about it once you have a kid.
You have a kid,
and then you forget about it. You know, I understand it. When you have a newborn baby that's like literally pure, has no.
You want to do anything to keep it alive.
You don't trust the white man,
right? You don't trust, but
that's really what it is.
Also, sticking it with a needle from a pharmaceutical company feels wrong. It does feel wrong, but you got to sit down and realize measles is real. Smallpox is like these things killed millions of people throughout history, and you got to do it.
I don't see the problem. I don't even know why this is a debate.
All right, guys. We're going to take a little break from this best of episode. You know, we do our yearly roundups. I hope you're enjoying these best of moments. Here's the reality. Other than your absolute best friends, who could you ask to bring you red wine at 4 p.m., sushi at 9 p.m., and a breakfast burrito at 8 a.m.? I'll tell you who. Postmates. Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever you can think of delivery service all year round. No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is. Postmates will deliver anything to you. Download the app for iOS or Android free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Postmates will bring you what you want within the hour. Anything you're craving, Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the known universe with more than 25,000 partner merchants. So for a limited time, and we mean limited, Postmates has given our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. That's right, free money. To start your free deliveries and get your free money, download the app right now and use the code IDIOTS. That's the code IDIOTS, okay? For $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Get anything you need, anytime you need it. Download Postmates and save with the code IDIOTS. Now back to the show.
My man Gary Owen Comedy.
Gary, so you don't mention the N-word at all in your act?
No.
Never even a joke about it?
I mean, I joke about it, but I don't say it. I don't even get close to saying it.
Yeah.
But obviously, yeah, I talk about it in my act.
I've never had a joke about it.
About what?
N-word.
The N-word?
Yeah.
What, Nancy?
Yeah, Nancy.
But I've never said it, you know. The thing about it is when people are like, well, you could probably get away with it. I go, you don't get it. 5,000 people in the audience.
Not worth it. It's not worth it.
4,999 might laugh. That one that don't like it is going to make all the noise.
First of all, it's not even about the audience. Well, I guess y'all don't tape it y'all shows, but it's about one person filming that, putting it online, and now you're the racist comic for the rest of your life. So it's like you built this great brand all of these years and going to throw it away for the fucking N-word?
Right.
Why?
Stupid.
Yeah.
What's the point?
I ain't going to lie, though. I do a joke where my wife calls me in bed, and I was like, it makes you feel good. You're like, oh, wow, I'm really putting it down tonight. Appreciate that.
Wait, she says...
calls you that in bed.
Yeah,
she calls you
wow.
I'm in the mirror flexing and shit.
Yeah. Now, how does she say it? How does she not... Don't you have to say it, but...
Yeah.
Does she go...
It's heavy A.
Heavy A. Okay.
A-H, actually.
A-H. You had the H at the end. No ER. Okay.
Speaking of niggas, Gary thinks Kodak Black is retarded.
Really?
Yeah, like actually slow.
Talk to me.
He is a little slow by the way he talks.
I think he's like a savant, but go on.
A savant?
I think this is all an act.
So you think he'll like
complete act.
playing
he'll just,
stupid.
like when the camera's off, he's like this. Was that good?
Yo,
No, I don't think he's doing that, but I think it's
Yes.
a Florida thing, right?
No, I 100% think that's what he's
Yeah.
doing. I think like and this is
Like
why
they're the cable guy type deal.
yes. Akin to that. And this is why I think it. I watched a video of him and he was imitating a white voice. Right? He was like
Suburban.
He was hi, I'm Suburban.
I'm a bourbon.
He did this so perfectly. It's like if you could talk like that, why not just do it?
I'm a bourbon. I'm a
Right?
bourbon.
I think he's making the choice to tap into this, like maybe Florida market, play into this like
What's the end game?
caricature.
with how's the T.I. thing going to play out?
If I'm T.I., I'll leave it alone.
T.I.
and
this
the reason
is embarrassing.
the reason I say leave it alone is because listen, like Kodak Black said on his diss record, why are you trying to talk to me when you know I don't listen? Right? And that is the truth when you're talking to one of these young guys, because you got to think about how T.I. was when he was young. Couldn't nobody tell him shit either.
Yeah.
And none of these kids are going to let you punk them via social media.
Right.
And social media is their turf. Whatever you want to believe, if you're over a certain age, those young kids do that social media shit better than you.
Check my phone from today's interview.
So while you're
be being attacked during
you
the
might
podcast.
be. So while you're out there talking logic, they online making people laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, Kodak has gotten to the point where he's crossed the line. He's dissed T.I.'s wife, salute to Tiny. He called T.I.'s kids a gay slur. And it's like, there's nothing a man can do after that other than make a mistake. T.I.'s too important to the culture. T.I.'s too smart. T.I.'s been through too much shit to let Kodak Black trick him off the street. So I would hope that T.I. just lets it go.
T.I. is having a rapper midlife crisis.
You think
and
so?
we're watching it happen, and it's sad. Fame is addictive, man, and when you realize it's starting to slip away, you will grasp for it at straws for some people. Some people don't even realize it. But, like, you should, if you really cared about what Kodak said, give him a call. When you do it on social media, you're doing it for clout. Any time that you address something publicly, it is for clout, especially when you could call someone on their phone.
Isn't that the problem with social media, though? Like anything you do could be misconstrued as clout chasing. But like even to the point where it's like, you know, like when Nipsey died, it's like I want to post a pic of Nipsey, but it's like everybody's doing that.
Yo, that's what
you know what I'm saying.
That's
But
how I
if you're
felt.
honest,
But that's what I mean. Like
I was very honest when I posted about Nipsey because I was like this. I go, I didn't know him, but that's a testament to what he was doing. I was like, because I just knew him as a rapper. I didn't know everything he was doing outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, so him passing and all this stuff coming to light, it was inspiring to me because I was like, I just didn't know. You know?
Yeah. So you were
it wasn't like I was
exposed to him.
clout chasing. It wasn't like I know Nipsey, we're cool.
Yeah.
It was just like, dude, I had no idea.
It's like
I had
it's
no
not,
idea.
it wasn't like what people are doing with the cathedral. Now that Notre Dame burned, everybody wants to flex that they went to Paris once.
Yeah.
Like that's all that is. Like everybody on the internet is
I
like
was just there in 2006.
it's like, oh, I see what you're doing. You don't give a fuck. You just want people to know you travel.
I stayed away from that. The reason I stayed away from that, because as soon as I heard Notre Dame, I was like, well, what the fuck is going on in Indiana?
That's what I
I'm
thought,
like,
too.
there's no fucking fire trucks in Indiana. I did not, I was not even thinking.
Yeah.
To be totally honest with you, I didn't know it was a Notre Dame in fucking wherever it's at.
Yeah, that's
Where's
the
that?
that's the OG.
when I
Where's
came
the original
on-
one?
Paris? I had no idea.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
when I came on
That's
as
where the
Takashi,
Quasimodo.
Yes.
right? I had people be like, "You're clout chasing." I go, "Dude, I'm not trying to be a rapper."
Yeah.
I go, I was basically doing a hip hop SNL skit.
Yeah.
when I came
thought
on.
I thought it was hilarious.
Right, but you got some people that's clout chasing.
But what's
You know what I mean?
there's okay.
Is there a fine line?
No, but cloud chasing is fine.
That's what I'd be thinking too. Like,
It's-
But
why
what if
wouldn't
we're
I?
not cloud chasing? What if we're just using social media?
we're
But
just
you're a
having fun.
comedian, right? So it's
Yeah.
like comedians, we cloud chase by making fun of things. Like that's our job, right? Like
Right.
so T.I. is trying to act. T.I. is using the guise of we need to protect this woman and protect what Nipsey, this dead person. He's using it as a guise really to like address something for attention. I don't even know if he's aware of that. But the way you go about this shit is you just call Kodak and you say, hey man, if you really want to use it as a teachable moment, you say, hey man, I want to call you personally because, I think you're a good kid. I think you're really talented. And I just want you to think about how that might have made her feel in a moment. Maybe you didn't mean it in that way, but it could be misconstrued. Just think about that and you do whatever you want. Peace, love. And I bet you that conversation leads to him going,
fix it expeditiously.
I agree with that.
that's a threat, B. It's a threat.
I look at it like that.
What do you think the kid's going to do?
He's going to react like he's being challenged.
So,
But what if you get on social media and you say, Because this is another thing that I think nobody did. What if you tell him what he did wrong? Not just get on there and say, hey,
why do you guys do it on social?
But I mean, I'm just saying, what if you do? What if you took that approach, not even being aggressive, just like, yo, Kodak, whatever, XYZ, you did the same thing you would have said over the phone, but what if you just did it in a way over social media, the way you actually told him what he did wrong? Because that's one thing that they didn't do. They didn't tell him what he did wrong.
Won't work.
Right.
You don't think it won't work if people are watching, because when people are watching, you start the schoolyard shit that we've been talking about forever, which is, ooh, he's telling you what to do, and now it's just a battle of ego. And all these young kids, maybe the oldest people too, you got egos. Like someone clowns you in front of people, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like when we're just hanging out with each other, we could be ruthless. But the second someone else is seeing it, it's like, okay, I need to puff my chest. I need to show I got it.
It does keep you from making that same mistake again, though. Meaning that nobody's going to disrespect Lauren London or even remotely say they want to get with Lauren London, or anything like that. And I think that's what they were actually aiming for.
Who knows?
But I will say this, right?
Did you watch the funeral?
I saw bits and pieces of it on Tidal. Yeah, I don't like funerals, bro. I'm not going to mine if I can help it. I really don't like the service. I don't like them. You know what I mean? I like how they positioned it as a celebration of life. But I was saying, I have a problem with and it's gonna sound weird, and I know it's stupid, and I know it's fucked up.
Go.
I can people that I'm into, right? I'll post them. I want people to know, Andrew Schultz is a dope comedian. Angela Rye is a dope, activist, a voice, political voice. I'll post, and then it's like when everybody start fucking with it, it's like I back off. Like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be the one that discovers them.
I don't even know if it's about discovering. It's just the fact that I don't want people to think I'm just on a bandwagon.
That's how Columbus felt. Like he discovered America, and then everybody started going. He was like, "Man, fuck out of here with all that shit." I've been to America. Like I don't need.
But no, but you understand what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be labeled.
Ain't shit over there. Even you can't even.
Social media.
Yeah, it was like, all y'all going? Like
that would help him though.
If
he had the gram when
shit is whack over there, bro.
If he had the gram when he discovered America, he could prove nobody was here. There was no Native Americans.
That's selfie.
I'm here. I'm here. Yeah.
Some of our history's greatest moments, if there was Instagram.
Bro,
can you imagine Marilyn Monroe in front of Kennedy? Yo, this hoe. Look at this hoe. You got women.
Martin Luther King giving the speech. Bars. My man got bars, yo. This shit going slap.
I have a drink.
You find out Jesus didn't really turn water to wine. He had cut his finger. And he put his finger in the water.
He's so whack. Look at Moses cloud chasing. Cloud chasing off Jesus.
Now I told everybody that shit was wine. Everybody fell for that shit. Damn, Moses.
Dude. Yo, this dude George Washington changing the game. This new thing called the president. Game changer.
Oh my God, man.
By the time the fourth president comes in, like this, I'd be like, dude, I wasn't really fucking with presidents. I didn't know. But let me do it every while, man.
It's just like how is everybody free but they're still slaves? And then the Kermit the Frog tea emoji. Right. Just saying.
If we went such a PC society, there's so many bits I wanted to.
Oh my God.
I'd be like this. There's so many good
do them. Do it,
bro. Do them, bro.
Dude, I don't know.
This is what Inside Jokes is about. It's taking those bits.
There's one where I go, dude, I would be like. You always got guys going, black people like, man, it's hard enough to be a slave. You never hear white guys going, man, it's hard enough to be an owner.
Because it's the same temperature, right? They both was out there.
Yo, and that one makes more sense.
I just want to tell black people what to do. For some reason, it's so hot.
Yo, think about it. It's never been South Carolina, right?
Yes.
Hot as fuck weather, right? You've never been so hot where you're like, I don't want to work.
Yeah.
All the time.
I
don't think that was a slave joke.
Is he gonna like?
No,
if I was alive back in the 1800s when it was slavery and all that stuff, I go, dude, my crops would be terrible, but my house off the chain.
Why?
I'd have nothing but women. Like nothing. I'd be the best dude ever. Nobody be getting beat. Nobody be abused. It'd be like this, dude. Yeah. Come on.
A serious question.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever fantasized about being slave owners as white men?
No.
Look, it's like this.
Everybody fantasizes about power, bro.
No, but
and control.
Yo, you want to know?
There's no more power and control than that, bro.
Let me tell you
about ending slavery. I do.
Ooh.
I fantasize about
how would you do
I'm
it?
going to be one of those guys that's making the change to do it. I wish I was alive to do that.
How would you do it? How would you end it?
I don't know, man. I'm not that smart, but I'd be a part of the solution.
Like, would you Nat Turner it, or would you do it in politics, like Abe Lincoln?
I don't know. What's the Matthew McConaughey movie? The Free State of Jones.
Oh,
That
yeah.
probably-
I don't remember that one. Which one was it?
It didn't really
That's just
hit.
one of the many slave movies that we have every year. We're the only country in the world that does this.
It was good, but it throws you at the end because it's like black people finally got to vote, right? And like all these people trying to block the vote. And then all of a sudden they give the votes, right? And all the slave owners were Democrats. All the people that wanted the slaves to be free were Republicans, and all the black people were Republicans. So they're showing the vote, and I go, and you're watching going, wait a minute, this is backwards. And you're like, oh, wait a minute, maybe it's not backwards.
That's how it used to be.
You know? That I was like this. Oh, it just threw me
Because the
when I saw
parties
that.
switched.
Yeah,
The Democrats
switch.
around actually the civil rights era.
Yeah.
You know what he invented too? The cut of the eye or eyebrow.
When he started doing that, that was him. He was the first one.
I do remember when he had that out.
See how kids rewrite history, Chris? But let him.
Oh, he did it. Okay, who was it?
Big Daddy Kane. Jay-Z paid homage when he said 3 cuts in your eyebrows, trying to wild out. Okay? It's Big Daddy Kane. But but maybe Soulja Boy reintroduced it to a new generation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he did that.
And only his influence could get people back on it.
That is very true. Nobody started paying attention to Big Daddy Kane doing it until Soulja Boy did it. And then they started to go back and look at old pictures and look in old videos, and they realized, like, oh, shit, Soulja Boy influenced Big Daddy Kane from the future. It happens, man.
Bro, it's the plot of Avengers. When you really think about it, Soulja Boy has had the time stone the whole time.
Really?
His ability to influence the past from the future.
You're absolutely goddamn right.
I mean, the Soul Train. Like when you really think about Soul Train, right?
There's no Soul Train line without Soulja Boy. You can't spell soldier without soul. So how the fuck would you have a Soul Train without Soulja Boy, Taylor?
We're sitting here wondering how...
Taylor, you need to really keep up.
It's fucked up. But we're sitting here wondering how Soulja Boy can predict the future so well, because he comes from it. Clearly this motherfucker is bouncing back and forth, influencing time. Who's keeping Soul alive if not Soulja?
This shit is crazy.
First of all,
son.
who's Ja?
Rule. Who?
Ja. The almighty
Rastafari.
Son, yes, bro. The soul of
time. We've been waiting for Jesus to come back.
He been
here.
He been here.
This whole time we've been waiting for Christ to return, and he was right there in motherfucking Colley Park. He was right there in fucking Compton. Soulja.
Charlemagne, when Christ is up there on the cross, what position is he in?
You!
He has risen! He has risen! He has risen!
Holy shit.
Soulja!
Holy shit. Why didn't I put this shit together sooner?
It's not for us to put together, bro.
Bishop T.D. Jakes got a whole new sermon he got to preach Sunday, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
We have figured this shit out. The return of Christ has happened already, and his name is Soulja Boy.
Now, let me ask you a question, Charlemagne. Let me ask you a question, Charlemagne. Now, you got, imagine you hear all these people talking about blah, 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 had the best comeback of 2018. Blah, 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 had the best comeback, right? And you yourself know you are Jesus coming back.
He told us he had the best comeback of 2018. By the way, I told people, I said, if Christ was to return, nobody would believe him. I said he'd have to be trending #1 on Twitter, and somebody would have to acknowledge that this is indeed Christ. Soulja Boy today, right now, what is he doing, Taylor? What is he right now? He's the #1 trending topic on Twitter. His banner is up on Twitter, and we have put the pieces together. Soulja We're all trying to get ours right. Jah, which is God.
Boy.
Jah, boy.
I don't know the boy part just yet. We
It don't
figured
matter.
out the boy part.
The boy is just to fit into this era. That's all. To make the medicine more digestible. That's all. That's the candy within the medicine.
If he called himself Soulja Man,
it wouldn't be the same.
It wouldn't be the same.
The boy's a little more humble.
Exactly.
Boy, we watched him grow from a boy to a man. We wouldn't take him serious back then when he was a boy, but now he's returned as a full-grown man. We will recognize his greatness.
Yes, but we never take the man serious. Remember when Bow Wow tried to take the Lil out?
Another one of Soulja's sons. He was in the fucking Crank That video, shaking his little ass.
Yes, he was.
Here before Soulja
Boy. Taylor, hush. Jesus was. A lot of people was here before Jesus, but who gets the credit?
The J-Man.
Okay. Did you need to stop it, Taylor? It just has to stop.
This girl crazy, bro.
This is why Jesus didn't want to return in the form he came to before. He had to return in the presence of a young man from Mississippi because people wouldn't respect it any other way.
Let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
Some of the stories of him escaping a mudslide and him
sounded very Jesus-like.
Would you refer to them as miracles?
Listen,
bro.
What did he tell us,
bro?
And he slipped up this morning.
What'd he say?
He slipped up on the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Because he said when he got out of the car, he said I was running through the mudslide, and I was like, "How you run through a mudslide?" He was like, "Oh, I swam." He didn't want to fucking tip it off. He didn't want to tip it because Jesus, when he came back the first time, he walked on water. Now I'm running on water, running on mudslides.
Crank that. Crank that.
I hate you.
This is crazy, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is something different. I wasn't expecting this.
Taylor, is this how you felt?
I was trying to figure out why I felt so touched. I haven't felt like this since I went to the Potter House in Dallas and I listened to Bishop T.D. Jakes preach.
Yeah.
I wonder why I felt so touched this morning.
I could tell. I could see you in the interview. You were ignited, bro. You were energized. Yes, you were.
Spirit was in there.
Your hands went up.
Yes!
Did you notice? Your hands went up.
I've never had sweat stains in my life.
Why were you sweating? You think? Why were you sweating?
I'm gonna tell you some real shit.
Talk to me.
All jokes aside.
Yeah.
If you go to that video and you pause it and you look at the sweat stains,
you see
they're in the shape of Soulja Boy.
Holy shit!
They're in the shape of Soulja Boy. Same way people used to look in their Starbucks sometimes and see Jesus. Or you look at a cloud and see Jesus. My sweat stains were in the shape of Soulja Boy. I'm telling you, I don't want to spook anybody. I don't want to spook anybody. I don't want to blow Soulja's cover too much because remember what they did to Jesus last time. Okay? I'm just letting you know. Soulja.
Hold on.
Soulja Boy is the real deal.
Can we? Hey, guys, let me just think about something right here. The Last Supper, right? That Jesus had, right? We don't know if it was supper. We don't know what meal it was. It could have been breakfast.
Hey, wait, very true.
Wait, it could have been breakfast.
Because all they had was bowls. Could have been oatmeal.
Could have been oatmeal.
Nobody eating fucking oatmeal at dinner. And what are you eating bowls? Cereal and oatmeal. That's breakfast.
Wait for it. Jesus was killed by, or whatever, by his homeboy who, what was his name?
Judas.
And Judas, was he envious?
I hate.
All I'm saying is you can't spell Mary without ye. Now, we are talking about someone who's the son of God.
Whoa.
Bro! Mary, envy, God, Soulja, Charlemagne.
This is different.
That was the Last Supper.
Soulja Boy is really Jesus.
Bro. Now I'm sweating, bro. Now I'm sweating.
He told y'all about his comeback. We laughed. The same way we would
Everybody laughed at Jesus.
He told y'all. He said, I'm back.
Oh my God.
The return of Christ has happened in the form of DeAndre Cortez Way, and we're laughing. He told y'all. He walked on water before, now he runs through mudslides. What if the home invasion that happened to him was them trying to come and kill Jesus again and hang him up on the cross? But this time, he was prepared.
He was ready.
Judas couldn't get him this time, baby.
No.
Whoa. I hope y'all got goosebumps out there. I hope y'all got goosebumps out there fucking listening. All right? Y'all gonna start looking at, listen, this is what we all need to go do. Go follow Soulja Boy right now. I did it this morning. I never followed Soulja Boy in my life, but I went to his page, and when I went to his page, it said follow back, right? Last time I felt like that was when I was in the Potter house, and Bishop T.D. Jakes said, come give your life to Jesus. And the ushers was standing up and they had their hands out, and I was like fighting it, like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Same way I was fighting it all last week when everybody was following Soulja Boy because of whatever he said about Tiger. When I saw the follow back today, I didn't hesitate. I gave my life to Soulja. I gave my soul to Jah this morning. Have you given your soul to Jah, Andrew? Okay.
Hold on.
Chris, have you given your soul to Jah?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now.
Taylor, have you given your soul to Jah? Okay, don't worry about it. Alex, there you go. Alex, give your soul to Jah. Dwayne, have you given your soul to Jah? Okay. We gotta listen, man.
I just did it.
This is not up for debate anymore.
I just did it.
It's not up for debate in any way, shape, or form.
I just did it. I mean, according to his Instagram, he's been wearing the same outfit for the last 3 days.
When have you ever seen Jesus in a change of clothes?
Jesus.
Come on, man. This has to stop. Jesus wore that robe. Jesus wore that robe from the day he was born. That was the sheet he was born in. Then they turned that sheet into a robe. And then he died with that sheet around his genitals on the cross.
Jesus.
Come on.
I'm going to stop saying Jesus Christ.
Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy. All right. You want to talk about business now, Tad?
Holy shit.
You finally want to talk about business?
Oh my God, dude.
Glasses Malone, man. But listen, once again,
I love Glasses Malone more than you understand.
That's why when people hear the song, Tupac must die, Tupac deserves to die, this is Glasses all the time. This ain't nothing new.
I don't understand what's wrong.
It's art, and people are not ready to just be objective about art.
We're not going to talk about this shit anymore. Let's talk about something else. Go.
What?
We're not talking about R. Kelly anymore.
No, fuck R. Kelly.
Black people make
R.
some
Kelly's
money.
in jail.
All right, let's talk about how black people make some money. Let's go.
Hey, we had BullyCon last week, made a lot of money. A lot of black people made some money. So we gave our $15K a trip to Thailand. We had a pitch competition, had all types of...
Hey, you know what you can do in Thailand?
You know what? Jesus Christ.
I asked when you left the room.
He was not like...
What can you do in Thailand?
Because he told Glasses, he was like,
Apparently
I forgot what they bet. He was like, I'll bet you a trip to Thailand. I was like, why Thailand?
Because I have a partner resort in Thailand.
Oh, got you.
Like, God damn.
I don't know what's going on.
So basically in Thailand, there are
That's
parts
going to be the name of this
Thailand
podcast.
that have like a,
I don't know what's going on.
God damn. It's the new name of the show, One Night in Thailand. Anyway,
One Night in Thailand.
There's a district in Thailand where you can...
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Let's keep going.
Let's talk about the debates,
tell me,
right?
I still don't know what the hell is going on.
There's just a lot of like sex trafficking.
I had a good
Jesus.
conversation.
Oh, that's weird.
We were talking about the debates last night.
Did you watch?
What's today? Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, so it was the one that came on Tuesday night. And, you know, everybody talking about Marianne Williamson and the things she said. She had some poignant things to say about reparations.
She killed it. Oh, I seen her.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
She was the most
500
searched
billion.
person on Google.
I'm voting for her.
Right? See what I'm saying?
Because she coming with the tangibles.
The tangible.
But there were no. She did. See, here's my thing. This is my exact point.
She's closer than everybody else.
She closer than your girl.
Every single person on that stage last night had plans.
No, they never said numbers. They never
Yes,
said.
they did.
She said no committee.
What are y'all
She was
talking
like, we
about?
need to just go and break bread.
You need to go ahead and...
By the way,
she's talking about she wants to actually give people money. Your girl Kamala is like, well, I think we need to study that because it's
Yeah, I'm
complicated.
not messing with her.
And we need to talk about education and criminal justice.
You're a one-issue voter.
Yes.
When it comes to this, absolutely, because
Black
it's the
people,
one issue
yes,
that matters
that's the only
to me.
thing we gonna get.
Because
One
let me be
thing.
Y'all ain't
honest.
getting that.
Yo, I'm in a room
You
full of
think they
one
gonna give y'all
percenters.
$500
Bro, you're a
trillion?
one
I'm
percenter.
working
You're a
on
one
it. We
percenter. Let's
started
not act
now.
like that's... Oh, come on, bro. It's the only issue that should matter to you.
That's the
you're
only
a
thing that should
1%er.
matter to a black
Bro,
person is
You're a
reparations.
one percenter, Charlamagne. Let's not act like you're not.
This is my whole point with this whole conversation. We have gotten so far away from actual substance in our political arena that all we care about is moments and sound bites. I love Marianne Williamson. I've been fucking with Marianne Williamson since she was coming on Oprah in the 90s. She'd be all over Oprah Super Soul conversation. We had on the Breakfast Club way back. Like, I love her because she talks about the healing of America. All that stuff she's saying on stage about dealing with your trauma and your hurt. Sure. She's been on that. She actually got a book called The Healing of America that's actually great. Came out in 97. So I like Marianne Williamson. All I'm simply saying is she gave you moments. She gave you things that sounded good. Elizabeth Warren, Senator Bernie Sanders, Mayor Pete, Tim Ryan, they were all up there talking about actual policies, legislations, Medicare, things that could possibly get through Senate. She just gave y'all things that made y'all feel good, and everybody started searching her and saying it's going viral. So my thing is, do we actually care about substance, or do we care about moments?
Here's what I care about. Here's what I care about. Number one, when Japanese Americans who were born here, had businesses here, had homes and children and families, when World War II happened, they took those Japanese Americans and they put them in internment camps. When the war was over, they gave them their property back and they repaired them. They gave them money. The Native Americans who were slaughtered and everything else are still getting reparations. Some of those reparations are for treaties that were supposed to be allocated to black people. All right. So when you look at what happened here, black people were not, brought to America. They were brought to the New World, and we built America. And so when I look at people talking about we need to study it, especially somebody who's black, who knows good and hell well that we're not all criminals. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do prison reform, yes, it affects me if I get arrested, but I'm not a criminal. And I didn't go to an HBCU.
What's the point? Barack Obama said we need... But Barack Obama said he didn't agree with it at all.
Yeah, Barack Obama was full of shit too. That's why I said my point is, I would rather a candidate say, we're actually going to cut the check and not give me wait, let me finish. Okay. And not give me the whole, dog and pony show with Ta-Nehisi Coates and Danny Glover. What the fuck is Mr. going to do when it comes to actual cash?
Oh, no, Ta-Nehisi Coates is the beast with the reparations.
Yo, I like what he said, but I didn't hear anything that moved me, because all they were doing on that thing was, look at what it actually said. If we want to talk about words, it says to study whether or not there should be a committee formed to deal with the task of reparations.
Listen, do I think black people should get reparations? Of course. We're owed that. My point is, out of 2 hours of substantive conversation from 10 different candidates,
the only thing that matters,
one soundbite from Marianne Williamson. That's no plan, no nothing, just yes.
Let's name me one thing specific. Let me name me one thing clear and specific that Kamala Harris is going to do for black people.
Kamala Harris says she wants to give what is $75 billion for black entrepreneurship and home ownership and HBCUs?
Yeah. Okay, first of all,
matter of fact, I'll read it to you verbatim. I don't want to misquote.
Because I went to Temple, so an HBCU thing ain't going to help me unless you're going to take care of my Howard daughter. But I mean, like, I'm talking about specifically for black people, because a lot of those HBCU scholarships go to Asian kids. I know, because I see them moving out of my kids' dorm. You know what I mean? So, like, we got to talk actual substance. Yeah. Here's the thing. Bill Clinton ran on free health care. He ran on Medicaid. He ran on a whole lot of promises and stuff, too. I'm not buying that.
She has a $60 billion plan, and she wants to invest it into black business owners,
That's not
historically black colleges.
That's not reparations. That is an influx of cash. That is not reparations, because Native Americans specifically.
You have to name one plan that she has for black people. I gave it to you.
That's vague, though.
What is reparations?
How's that vague?
Reparations to me is cash, just like it was for the Native Americans. Just like when Bernie Sanders says reparations for black people is divisive.
Didn't get cash.
They still get a check. Yes, they do.
No, Native Americans
still get
casinos.
They get land.
They get land. They get casinos, and they get checks.
Casinos,
and they get tax.
Bro.
And they get no
checks.
taxation based on their lands. They do not get checks for being Native American. They get checks for being part of the casino. And they get a percentage based on that casino. So
I just want my 48.
I'm not. Listen. Yes, we.
Y'all not gonna know what to do with a mule.
Guess what? I'll find the mule.
The mule wasn't necessary.
You're not gonna know what to do with a mule.
I want the fucking mule.
What y'all gonna do with a mule?
I want a Maybach mule.
Silverado today. That's upgraded. But the thing is,
all I'm simply saying is,
the mule was not a part of the real deal. That became something we added on later. That's part of it, like from reading. Bro. 40. I just want my 40 acres. Just let me get started.
What if that's what Lil Nas' song was about the whole time?
That's not what that song's about.
All I'm simply saying is it was a 2-hour debate.
Mules in the back.
And that one soundbite. I don't even think y'all watched the debate.
I watched part of it. I watched the debate. I watched the whole.
And so that was the one take. That was the.
No, you started off talking about Marianne Williamson. I'm here for it.
She was the most searched person on Google. Who do you think was searching her?
Everybody
black people.
Yes.
One bullshit.
Because we couldn't get lip service. Bro, Hillary Clinton came on your show and said I had hot sauce in my bag and you let her ride on it. You didn't ask her to open her bag.
No, what I said to her was, no.
Am I lying?
No.
Am I lying?
Yes, you are lying.
Run the tape. Run the tape.
You are lying.
Somebody run the tape.
What I said to her was, this is one of those times where they're going to say you're pandering to black people.
Yeah, but did you ask her to open her bag? Because she could have proved it right there.
When I'm specifically saying to you, this is one of those times.
And then she said, is it working?
What if she actually
And that's an honest answer.
Bro, that's not tangible. It's just like when her husband went on our
So what would me saying open the bags? Let me see
when Little Mama, when I interviewed, I'll give you an example.
Hold on 1 second.
No, I want to know what you think.
On
Me
this.
saying
On this.
in her bag, there's hot sauce in there. What would that have done? If I was like, let me show me the hot sauce.
Because
She
at
would've
least
looked like a
she would
liar.
have she would have looked like a liar, and it would have proved it. The same way when I interviewed Little Mama.
Believed her?
No, I didn't believe her at all. Fuck no, she's a fucking politician.
So what happens is the question
That's
is
fucked up. We in a world where like, everybody like, will you believe a politician?
No. So the question was this.
And me saying to her, me saying to a former first lady,
I'm defending you.
This is one of those times they're going to say you're pandering to black people.
Right. Because
the shit people always say about her.
Let's say you said, let's see the hot sauce in your bag, right? If she does have hot sauce in the bag, then
we
she
might
does.
be talking
if
about
she
something.
doesn't, she goes, I thought you meant what is something I carry with me, like when I'm going out to eat because they might not have it.
Yes.
And now she's out of the
She
question.
didn't even have a bag.
Boom. She came with a bag. Secret Service was sold in that bag. She had a bag.
So
Ain't no woman
she
walking
don't
around
have
with
the
no
bag, but the question is a hypothetical. What is something that you have in your bag that people wouldn't know that you have?
Yes.
By saying what he says, you call out what you're thinking, which is
she's always
are you
pandering.
pandering to black people? Saying, show me the fucking Cholula.
It's Frank's. We're black. Frank's red hot.
Frank's red hot.
We're black, bro.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be up on this show. You're slipping, sir.
I just started doing hot food.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All I'm simply saying
The
is,
only thing black people should care about in this election is reparations.
Period.
That's the
Because
only thing
everything
that's
else
really
has
going
been
on.
given.
No
bro,
way.
everything else
Everything else is
we've
gonna be a
already had
general
the dog and
everybody
pony
else
show on
involved.
everything else.
Everything else is gonna be
Bill
everybody
Clinton in
else. It's gonna be people of
1992
color.
was talking about universal health care. Did it happen?
Listen,
y'all love Bernie?
I don't love Bernie. Bernie
Y'all love
said that
Elizabeth
reparations
Warren?
was divisive while he voted for reparations for Jewish people.
So you're a one-voter issue where you're only
I'm
going to
not.
vote on
It's the
for
most important
reparations?
issue to me. No, I'm not only
It's
voting
the
for
only
reparations.
issue
I'm
that
not that
matters for black
immature.
people.
Why?
because what else is somebody going to do?
Because we built this country and everybody else is on our shoulders.
Back up, Let me tell you something. Everybody talks about tangibles. I want to ask y'all something.
When did
Do y'all
Bernie
think
vote
reparations
for-
is ever going to get through to a Republican Senate? Do you think that bill is going to ever get passed?
It's a great chance it's not, right? But the point is,
it's not.
Let's focus on what the only thing that should matter to us.
When did Bernie vote for reparations for Jews?
He didn't vote for it. He said that they should receive it.
Yeah, take money from another country, sure. Why wouldn't you?
No, I don't
vote
think
for
it was- I don't know if it was another
But if you're saying that reparations for black, okay, wait. Here's my point. If you're saying that reparations are divisive for black people, why aren't they divisive for Jewish people?
It's divisive because the country in and of itself is going to pay for it. When you're saying
The
Jews
country became a
deserve
superpower
reparations-
off of my blood.
Listen.
The country became a superpower off of my blood.
The
Point
country
blank
should
period.
pay for it.
Okay.
But all I'm simply saying is,
Do you
why is
deny
that
that?
the soundbite of a
'Cause
2-hour
Did
debate?
America become a superpower off of your blood?
Meaning
There's
off
nothing
of the
else we
blood
can do.
of people who
What
built
else can
this
we get?
country, my ancestors.
HBC does
A lot of people built this
HBCs
country.
do not just
Bro, not
deal
like
with
black people.
Were Asians involved in it?
Of course they were
Did
involved.
they
in
get
it.
counted in it?
No, they don't get counted in black reparations.
Do white people get counted in that at all? Like the white people who fought for the independence of the country, do they get counted in that?
No, because they
They
got an army pension. We could try that again. And the first
They
person
didn't get an army
Yes,
pension.
they
You really
did.
don't know what you be
Yes,
talking about.
They
They were
did.
promised
On
an
top
army
of that, the
pension.
very
They got
first
1 month pay afterwards.
1 month's pay. How much pay did
What are
we
you
get?
talking about now?
How much pay did we get?
I'm just saying,
Who
you
died first
putting
in the
out
Revolutionary
bullshit.
War?
Governor Morris,
Who
who
died first in the
backed
Revolutionary War? Who died first in the Revolutionary War? Not to mention when it comes to white people, Crispus Attucks, not Atticus. Atticus is a character from Spartacus, but that's okay. Anyway, last I checked, black people are the only people in the history of this country that have fought in every war for America. Because
If you were
white
interviewing,
people,
listen, if you were
didn't
interviewing
fought-
Marianne Williamson and she
Huh?
said that, right?
Wait,
If you were
what did
interviewing,
you just say? White people didn't fight in what war did white people not fight?
The Civil War. You remember
White
the
people didn't
Confederates?
fight in the
No,
Civil
I'm
War?
saying there are white people who are
Say
living
what
now
you're
who are
saying.
descended from the Confederacy who fought against the Union, which is the United States.
Okay.
Black people have consistently fought for America. We're the only people who can say that. Point blank.
What about
period.
the North?
What about the North?
What about the Union fighters
people-
in the North?
I'm not talking about the Union fighters in the North.
Are
I'm
they
talking
not
about,
from America?
Oh my fucking
What
God!
country
So
are
you're
they
playing
from?
some
What
antics
exactly
with
are we
me.
What
debating right
country
now?
are the
Exactly.
half
I'm just-
million?
What I'm saying-
What are we
Union fighters in the
debating
North
right
from?
now? What is this debate right now?
My
Do you
whole
know
thing is.
how America works?
I do know how America works. Do you know how
America?
Do you know how America was formed? Us.
Time out.
Point
What is the
blank,
debate
period.
right now, though?
The debate is what I'm saying is black people are owed reparations because
We
we
need
are
that.
We know that,
consistently
though.
American. What I'm
That's
saying
the
to
only
him
issue.
was
I'm
that
not
was the
denying
issue.
reparations. I'm just
Okay,
denying
cool.
your knowledge of American history.
Oh, I know my American history.
No,
I know
you
that the
don't.
Confederates parents were white, were they not?
Let me say
Were the Confederates white? Yes or no?
No shit.
Okay then.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with you saying that black people are the only people who have fought in every American war. What
As
about
a whole.
the Northern whites?
As a whole.
What was
As a
that
whole.
Abraham Lincoln guy? Puerto Rican?
Abraham Lincoln did not want to go down as the president. That is kind of debatable. But on top of that, Abraham Lincoln did not want to go down as the president that fucked up the country. It was not about slavery. The Civil War was not about slavery.
No,
it was about states' rights.
But again,
it was about the money.
But again, I'm not mad at that. Like I don't think
y'all ain't asking the one fundamental question. Like you were, like both of y'all. Well, you said, she brings up hot sauce, and you ask what's in her bag. Ask Marianne Williamson how she gonna get the reparations.
Now we.
I want that. I want the plan.
Because I asked her. And you know what she said?
What?
I don't know wherever we get money from.
Can I ask a question though? When Notre Dame burned down, why is it that America can find billions for Notre Dame real quick?
For everybody.
We need to bring in a plan.
So here's the thing. When I was a young
Nobody has a plan for reparations.
When I was a young
you know
kid,
who has a plan?
Not none of the candidates.
Tone talks.
Guys.
Yeah.
You need to bring Tony here.
Or Dr. Clyde Anderson.
And get them to
listen.
Listen. Reps is important.
When I was a kid, there was this. A buddy told me that if we met the boat every time it came in, there was like this little ferry, and if you met the ferry every time it came, they were going to pay us $80 a week. Right? All we had to do is meet it. Right? And I wanted that $80 a week, so I never asked him where that money came from. I never asked him how we were going to get paid. I never asked him if we were ever going to get paid. I just knew I was getting $80 a week at the end of the summer. And the end of the summer came, I was like, bro, when are we getting $80 a week? And he was like, I guess they're not paying us. And I think that's what's happening now is we're so intoxicated with the idea of receiving this money, we're not asking how it's actually going to get there.
I asked Marianne Williamson how she does not have a house. She just like wherever we get money from any other time.
Now, how did they find money while Notre Dame was still burning down? How did America find money to pay for Notre Dame?
That's not $500 trillion.
$500 billion. She said 200 to 500 billion.
No, she said trillion.
We need to give her the plan.
She said trillion.
We need to give her the plan. It's our fault for not having the plan.
All I'm saying is
we have the plan. It's been written down. All you got to do is pick up Paranomics.
So next time you get her in here, you hand her the plan. This is the plan to make sure we get this money.
What's the plan? Well, Taz, what's the plan?
Plan is very simple. First of all, you allocate land. You give us
what land? Where?
That's not money though.
You want Area 51?
I mustn't. Oh, God damn it, Schultz. No, I don't want.
You tell me what land, because I'm just trying to be pragmatic. Area 51, y'all got it. It's like tell me what land.
We put the aliens in Africa. That's what black people did. We put the aliens in Area 51.
You figure out where all the land are.
If you figured out how to work, motherfuckers, you can figure the rest of this shit out.
Thank you.
You figured out when it worked in your
on the damn porch.
I wasn't here then.
Not you.
That's why.
But here's the thing. All white people. Let me make this clear. All white people are not racist, but every white person in America benefits from racism.
I don't think really white people. That's
sure, but that's what we're talking about.
But it is what we're talking about.
Me and racism have a whole
because
different
if you
relationship.
benefit,
hold on. We're gonna get there in a second. I just want to get
before we start doing it because I don't want to get into
real quick.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Right now we have a situation. We're all very passionate about this. I think everybody in this room wants the best for Black Americans. I think that's safe.
Sure,
how we get and if reparations are the best possible thing, and I think there's a great argument for reparations outside of slavery. Right? Because if you want to make the argument that slavery has happened across every country in the world, you'll be 100% right.
You got Jim Crow segregation.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
So outside of that, redlining, Jim Crow segregation, right? The restriction of economic empowerment to Black people, specifically in America, to me is a way better argument for reparations than even slavery, because every country throughout history has had slavery.
It is all of that, though. Marianne Williamson brings all that.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. So when people have asked me, because initially my reaction to reparations was, nah, that's preposterous. How are you going to do it? And then I looked into it and I was like, no, there is a great argument for it because of the specific and targeted restriction of economic development of a specific community in America, right? 100%. So how we go about that is different. You say it's very simple. I don't think it's that simple, but I'm curious to learn from you how we go. So Taz, you tell us how we do it. Where does that money come from and how do we make it happen?
Where did the money come from to fight the wars? Where did the money come from to...
Wars make you money.
Bro, exactly. But guess what?
Well,
we're always talking about stimulating the
Lincoln
economy.
printed up the money.
Lincoln printed up the money. Hell, the Secret
For the
Service
war.
was created because there was too many counterfeiters happening out here, not to protect the president. That came after Lincoln was assassinated. So when you look at the entirety of what's happened with black people, it still starts from slavery, and then everything happened. There were no police until it started to get to a point where there were a whole lot of free black people running around here, and then all of a sudden, hey, babe, we gotta control this. And so the slave catchers started to become police, and things of that nature started to happen.
You see how you're not answering the question?
I am answering your question. Though.
You're not.
Really
You're
am.
avoiding the question.
How do you split the money up? Like, who gets the money? Are
you a direct descendant of slaves? You can easily prove that. All you got to do is go to the 18.
What about Caribbeans that were born here?
The Caribbeans have that's a whole different argument because it depends on what island it is.
But that means Marcus Garvey wouldn't have got reparations.
Yeah, no,
not at all.
Everybody
that's
ain't
crazy.
in. Barack ain't. Everybody
Barack
ain't in.
That means Malcolm X wouldn't have got reparations either.
Everybody.
Maybe that's why Kamala doesn't want reparations.
Of course, Kamala doesn't want reparations.
She does want reparations. She is for reparations.
She definitely shouldn't get no reparations.
I don't want to talk about.
She should not
don't
get
want
reparations.
Nobody can.
She shouldn't get.
She actually says she's for some form of reparations.
Some form, just like Zuckerberg said, there'll be some form of Facebook.
Here's the
that's
thing.
free.
That's a more logical answer. A more logical answer is some form of reparations.
That's a
you niggas ain't getting
Charlamagne.
We ain't getting $500 trillion. You're never going to convince America to give out $500 trillion.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is
40 acres.
all I want more than just the land.
You gotta give me.
It might not be in America though.
I'll take it wherever you got it.
Wherever you got it, I can
run
sell someplace else. Give me 140 acres in Belize.
Y'all say that they're gonna fucking dish out Antarctica to y'all niggas. I'll take a bunch of coal ass.
Watch out,
It has to be habitable.
turn that shit up. I bet you everybody gonna want to be up there in 5 years.
Yo,
Everybody gonna want to be
You
up
see
there.
how difficult it is for us to even say where the money's coming from?
The money is
the
coming
money
from the
ain't
government. The
gonna come
government
from-
prints money every single day for bullshit.
And that money loses value when you print.
Bro, I guarantee you, if you look at what's in the budget with the goddamn gold fucking toilet seats and all this other goddamn bullshit that they come up with.
Let me get you.
Go ahead, Glasses.
When Abraham Lincoln, right? This is why Abraham Lincoln is my favorite president and the best president of all time.
This guy.
He's the guy. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why Abraham Lincoln is my guy. He is, right? One, when the country tried to split, he fought them and made them stay down. That's my kind of guy. Two, right? He freed the slaves. True, it wasn't because he necessarily cared about black people, none of that. But I'm going to cripple your economy, so I'm going to free these people. Right. I hate the idea of you splitting so much that I'm going to take your property, and now they're going to fight for me in the war, and if you cross over here, you free. I'm going to do whatever it takes to cripple your side in the war.
He was against slavery before he was president.
Right? That's my kind of guy, right?
Yeah.
It's not, again, if I would have had slaves back then, if you could have slaves, I would have had some. I mean, I wouldn't have to hang nobody because I'm big enough to fight people.
Ooh, Glasses.
It's the truth. I'm saying it was
Yeah,
the
we
thing.
lying to ourselves when we talk about that too, though.
Y'all did. In Africa, you did.
I wouldn't want a slave. I wouldn't
you all
want
had slaves in Africa.
No,
You can't compare
Western
that, bro.
Africa. Not Western
Yes,
Africa.
you can.
Not Western Africa.
100%. You think
What?
Northern slaves in Africa?
No, listen.
No.
Northern Africans had slaves, not Western Africans.
I do think about that though. Like if I could have slaves, would I have had slaves?
Western Africans absolutely had slaves because that's where the Europeans got the slaves when for America.
The
triangle trade slave, the slave trade
wasn't owned by those countries. It's a trick.
100% they do.
West
Warring
Africa
tribes.
definitely had slaves.
Warring
they
tribes
had
would
slaves
kidnap
there.
the tribe that
They
lost,
wasn't
and then they would sell them.
No, they weren't
60%,
slaves.
like
they
50
were prisoners of war.
Those are not slaves.
Well, like 50% to 60% of all slaves came through Gadsden's Wharf in Charleston, South Carolina, directly from West Africa.
No. Again, they're prisoners of war. They weren't slaves. They wasn't.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't.
Absolutely.
They were prisoners of
Mansa
war.
Musa had slaves.
To be honest with you, I think they just gave up the niggas that was whack.
No, the niggas that they beat up on.
So I think we should do. You said we all descended from whack ass Negroes.
I really feel that way, and I think that the ones of us that have that blood.
No wonder they ain't come back for us. Now it explains it.
I think the ones of us
why they call us a contest.
The ones that have that blood in us.
Yeah, they was like, we let them niggas go.
But we the kings.
They wasn't slaves.
But I think there was some of us that was like, get these niggas the fuck out of here. These niggas that's fucking up. Sell them to the Europeans. They gonna go there and fuck their shit up. Then we go take America.
All right, let's take a break for a second. Pay some bills.
That's right. Turn your dream into a reality with Squarespace. Squarespace makes it easier than ever to launch your passion project. Whether you're looking to start a new business, showcase your work, publish content, sell products, and more, Squarespace is the tool for you, okay? With beautiful templates created by world-class designers and the ability to customize just about anything with a few clicks, you can easily make a beautiful website yourself. Squarespace's powerful e-commerce functionality lets you sell anything online, and analytics help you grow your site in real time, okay? Everything is optimized customized for mobile right out of the box, and there's nothing to patch or upgrade ever. Buying domains is simple, and you'll get the help you need with Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support. Squarespace empowers millions of people, from designers to lawyers, artists to gamers, even restaurants and gyms, to turn great ideas into something real. Head to squarespace.com/idiot for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the offer code IDIOT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/idiot, offer code IDIOT. Well, I don't know, man. For me, I don't think it's worth it getting shot 9 motherfucking times.
I'm not saying whether it's
or going to jail or getting stabbed or any of that shit.
That's fair. Cool. I'm not saying it's worth it, right? I'm saying that's the gamble. It's like, let's say we're playing a hand of poker, right? And the hand of poker you have in your cards right here, you have a 55%. No, let's say you have a 25% chance of winning the hand, right? And let's say playing the gangster shit and playing up the gangster shit and living that life is the same thing. You got a 25% of chance of making it big and getting out
and dying right after.
No.
Going to jail.
No.
You gotta add that
25% chance is making it big, being a millionaire, transitioning into regular fame like 50. 75% chance is you're going to die. If you're a young rapper, do you roll those fucking dice on 20%?
Hey, be Drake.
Yeah.
Be Kendrick.
I feel like
be J. Cole.
I feel like
be
people,
Chance.
Everybody can rap like that,
This is my thing.
Be Big
This
Sean.
is my thing about it. If the success rate was so great, it would be worth it. But when you see people using crime and using all the craziness to get that fame and get that money, what is it worth if you lose it all so quickly or die or end up in jail?
Tupac is dead, bro.
What is it worth? It's not worth it to me.
Like, Tupac is dead after, and he got killed the second time he got shot.
Yeah.
Like think about that.
Yeah,
he got killed the second time he got shot.
Second one.
They shot you like 3 or 4 times before.
Yeah.
All I know,
and you doubled down.
I'm with you. All I know is if I'm
20
years old, I'm in the hood.
Why aren't you doing it now?
I got 10 friends growing up, 7 of whom are either dead or in jail for the rest of their life. I don't think I'm going to make it past 24. I don't got a lot to lose. I don't think I'm going to make... No, I'm putting myself in the mentality of... Right? A kid who doesn't think he's going to make it past 24. He already could get killed on the street making little drug money. Why not go for the fucking glory? I'm not saying you should do this, but I empathize with a young kid like Takashi who's like, I could just be nothing and do jack shit, or I could roll the dice. And there's a 10% chance. There are 5%
Yeah, but it's
chance.
not just nothing or crime. There's other things that you can do to be successful.
Yes, man. Like we acting like Kendrick.
I don't know if I'm not articulating as well. I don't know if it's like
yes, all that shit is dumb. Look at where's Boonk at now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know why Boonk shit didn't pop off? Because he didn't have no music.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Takashi got the records.
Yeah.
Takashi album gonna come out Friday. I don't know what's gonna be on it. I don't know but people gonna be having them bops. Like you gotta have something behind that shit. We acting like 50 didn't make incredible music.
Nobody said that.
We acting like Pac didn't make incredible music. Nobody blows off just antics. In fact, the antics is actually some bullshit. The antics are actually a distraction. You don't have to do the antics.
Yeah, but the antics get you the exposure. And
I don't know, man.
Hey, listen, Van Gogh cut his ear off. That's all we know about Van Gogh.
What are antics though?
How many paintings of Van Gogh you can name?
He was a fire painter, but I can't
name one.
He was a fire. I don't know him, but he was a fire painter.
You don't even know if he's fire. You can't name one.
The only reason we give a fuck about him cutting his ear off is because his paintings was fire.
You can't name a single painting.
Have you ever heard of Van Ho? True story. Van Gogh had a brother around the same time. His name was Van Ho. Cut his dick off. Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
It was trash.
It was trash. Wow. Wow.
And he cut his dick off.
My point is, you can't name a single painting.
He just cut his ear off.
But you can name the antics. You could name the no, it's not true. Why would his brother have the same first name and a different last name?
And his name was
That's
Ho.
not how names work.
Listen, Van Ho.
Okay, what about Van Lathan? Van Lathan cut all his fat off,
shit.
and nobody gave a fuck until this year when he created some good art.
Yeah,
all right.
He created some content.
All right,
he created some content that we could care about.
Exactly. Nobody gave a fuck about Van Lathan until he created some content we give a fuck about. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he had a moment. He definitely had a moment.
Content, baby.
You got to capitalize on your moment. If you are to do these antics that are very dangerous and stupid, in my opinion. Once you get where you're going, you should cut it off. Then you should just, hey, guess what? I got great music.
Sometimes it's too late though.
I know.
That's
I know.
That's
And that's why it's not worth it.
Every
That's
bit
why
of this
it's not
is
worth
part of it. A face tattoo is a form of this.
I'm fine with that.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I'm saying a face tattoo is a form of what can I do to get exposure for me? Why don't I get some weird shit on my
Then do
face?
that,
Then
but you
people
don't have to
You know
say-
what else is a part of it? A big chain. A big weird chain.
fine with all of that.
Yes.
They're all antics. So
Yes.
we agree that antics get you
No,
exposure.
it's the kind of antics.
But
What we
it's an
don't
adjective you got to
agree
put in
with
front
is
of
how
antics.
crazy the antics
But
are.
no, it's an adjective you got to put in front of antics.
Dangerous.
Criminal antics.
Dangerous
antics.
Yes.
Like, why? Why are you beefing with all these motherfuckers? Like, this motherfucker beefed with all the most dangerous people in the world
You
for
know how
what?
XXX got popping?
Beefing with people.
Fighting on the internet.
Yeah.
There were videos of him fighting on the internet.
And he be talking
that
mad,
gave him
and
exposure,
talking mad shit.
He was talking mad shit. And that gave him exposure to art that was exceptional. And then people really got into the art. But it was these crazy, to sit here and act. If we're going to sit here and act like these crazy antics don't draw attention,
We didn't
then we're
say
being
that.
dishonest.
But you know,
we didn't say they don't draw attention. We're saying, are they worth it in the end?
because before 6ix9ine, before 6ix9ine, we were saying the same thing about XXXTentacion. Somebody gonna hurt this little boy.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna kill this little boy. Like we was, God bless
Same
the dead.
shit was said about 50.
And they tried.
And they did.
But
he made it out. So that's the gamble, B.
It ain't worth it, yo. Especially when you got 20 other examples of people who ain't even doing that shit and making way
I'm
more
sure the
money.
same shit was said about Chief Keef. I'm sure the same shit was said about
but you name
some other rappers.
You naming
that
all
beef.
them street rappers. Like, it's literally 20 other guys out here that's winning and that ain't doing none of that shit.
Who?
Hundreds of other guys.
Who?
Chance the Rapper, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, fucking Big Sean, Wale, the Migos, motherfucking Kodak Black. Kodak Black was in the jailhouse the other day. You know what Kodak Black is doing now? Making everybody laugh.
Yes.
Kodak Black is like, man, this jail shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
Kodak
But
Black is
he
like,
look at
used
Gucci.
that as exposure to get there.
Used
Gucci
what?
also used that as exposure to get there. We're not talking
Gucci
about
was a kid who had to go to jail numerous times
to figure it
to
out.
finally figure it out. Gucci caught a body, by the way. Most of y'all motherfuckers ain't catching nobody and not getting thrown under the jail.
Correct.
Okay, unless you in Florida, which is stay in your ground law, or in Georgia where it's a self-defense law.
Right.
Okay.
You're going
like
to
all
jail.
these, like you're going to fucking jail. Like none, bro. I'm sorry, man. I just don't think none of that shit works.
Jail is
we
just
can't
bad.
say that it's not effective in terms of getting you notoriety. It's just it's when you pull out of the game. Some people pull out at the right time, some people don't. But it will give you the exposure. I think your advice to Takashi the whole time has been, yo, you got it. People are into the music now. Back off the fuck
Stop
shit.
it. Why? That shit is gonna do nothing but lead you in jail or dead.
And he's in jail now.
That shit ain't worth it. Because guess
Never.
what? All those antics don't mean nothing.
Now you in jail. That 1.7 you got in the bank, you're not.
All
what you
legal
gonna do with it?
fees.
Yeah, you got nothing.
So here's a question.
All
that
legal
work,
fees.
that hard work
Here's
you
a
did,
question.
everything gone.
Here's a question. Let's say he doesn't snitch. Let's say he makes it through jail. He fights it and he wins. Does he become a legend?
Shows you too old to be thinking like this.
Yeah.
All right.
This is childish.
I respect it. I get it. You know, it's a great conversation starter. Kids.
Don't do it.
Listen, it's
Not
kids out there
worth
that
it.
still think XXX is still alive.
Don't do it.
Okay?
Not worth it.
If Takashi 6ix9ine,
guys.
If Takashi 6ix9ine beats this case, I'll suck his dick. You don't even have to ask me.
Shit. Oh my God. This is creepy. Oh my God.
Miko, all jokes aside, would you suck his dick?
For what?
If he beats this case?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Coach, would you suck his dick if he beats this case?
That's going to be a no for me.
I'm sorry.
I'm just letting you know. For me to say something like that lets me know
You know he's not getting out.
No, I don't
It's
know how
just
much
not
time he's going to
happening.
get, but he getting some time.
Yeah,
At
it's
the
not
least, they're going to get him on violating the parole.
And I can't imagine him coming out being the same person either. I can't.
I mean, jail can make you crazier.
Yeah. I don't even know about the crazy. I just feel like he's going to realize that all the shit he was doing, because I don't believe all of it was real. I believe a lot of it was antics. And he's going to, after that humbling experience of jail, I feel like when he gets out, he's not going to be the same.
I hope so. I mean, I hope so, man. Because, you know, even when he was on the Breakfast Club last week, he was saying things like, yo, Charlamagne, I give you your props. Like,
yeah.
X, Y, and Z happened.
He thought he was untouchable. He thought he was invincible.
Been
He
touched
thought he was
3-4
that
times
nigga.
this year. You done got shot at through.
But he
Why?
kept getting away with it. He never... He got away with so many small things that he was doing. The rape allegations, the every little thing that happened to him, he got away with it. He came out of it still talking his shit, still being himself, and now something's sticking. And now he's just probably like, holy fuck, this ain't a joke. It's real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the realest thing that ever happened to him. And
how much time you think he'll get realistically? Or how much time you think he'll spend in prison realistically?
It depends on how much he snitches to me.
8 to 10.
You think he's doing 8 to 10 years?
8 to 10.
Whoa.
That die coming out. That die ain't going to be in there.
How much Bobby Shmurda got? Bobby Shmurda got 7?
7, yeah, I believe.
Takashi probably get he'll get between that. He'll between like 7 and 10.
Do you think he has enough goodwill in the jail community to like make it through?
Nope.
He doesn't have goodwill in there.
You
He doesn't have
denounced your
connects?
set. You denounced your set.
That's a rap.
You denounced your set.
But he's bigged up Bobby Shmurda so much. You don't think that Bobby's people will hold
Bobby
him down?
ain't in that jail.
No, but Bobby. You don't think Bobby's people will hold him down?
Who is Bobby's peoples?
Bobby doesn't have any people.
I don't know.
I don't think
GS9.
I don't think you understand how this
What is it?
goes.
GS9, right?
It's way
It just look like the Pilgrims ain't got no more turkey. Like the Native Americans didn't cook this shit.
No, they locked up a whole thing. They made it seem like GS9
I don't know where they at, but I don't think they're in New York. I don't think they're even in New York. Listen,
I wouldn't count on
Tax
that.
told me
is what
today.
I'm saying. I wouldn't count on it.
The safest bet for 6ix9ine is to be in his unit. You denounced your set.
Yeah.
You better start claiming MS-13 or something. You better lean into that Mexican heritage or something, brother. Like like that shit. No, this shit is whack. All this shit is whack all across the board. There is no silver lining in this shit. This shit ain't gonna end well. This shit is fucked up, and I'm not a I told you so type of person. All I'm telling you kids is this is the 30th season of the same fucking show with the same goddamn storyline and new characters and new ways of us viewing this show. We just been viewing it on social media as opposed to everything else.
Yes,
all of that shit y'all doing will not end well. If you out here wilding the way 6ix9ine was wilding at one point, if you out here wilding the same way, you know, XXXTentacion was at one point. Sometimes, man, you ever seen the End of Minister Society when Kane was in his arms and he was like, yo, my grandfather once asked me, you know, do I care if I live or die? And he was like, yo, I guess now we'll never know. Or I guess now it's too late or whatever it was. Yeah. Sometimes it is that. Sometimes you have to deal with the repercussions of your actions. You think I haven't had to deal with the fucking, the consequences of things that I've put out into the universe? You think Charlamagne the God has never had to deal with any of that shit? I've definitely had to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? And that's actually another source of my anxiety, wondering, okay, what's
going to come back?
Yeah, have I completely
gotten rid of your karma?
Dealt with it? Word is bond.
Price.
Yeah.
You don't know. You truly don't know. You really don't know. So like for me, I just like the pay it forward. Like I can't think about that. I can't be a prisoner to my past. You know what I'm saying? Like even when motherfuckers try to throw old videos out there of old wild shit, I said, yeah, that was me in that moment. I don't give a fuck. I've grown. I've evolved. You still want to hold me to that? Cool. I ain't tripping from it. I ain't running from it. I ain't making no excuses for it. You know, I did it. I said it. It was what it was. I survived. You want to hold me accountable for that? Cool. I got to eat that. I got to live with that. And that's what everybody has to do. They have to live with the consequences of their actions, and they have to live with the choices that they made. So Takashi was on Breakfast Club last night, last week, denouncing Treyway and all that other shit. Too little, too late, baby.
Do you really think that he's separated from Treyway, or do you think that he's doing that because he knew the feds were on him and he's trying to create some separation, and they both made like an agreement to do that together?
At first, I thought that it was an agreement because I'm like, yo, if I'm the squad, Shotty and all of them, and I know the feds are coming, I need him out here making this money.
So that you can afford our...
Word is bond. So let's get the money. Let's distance yourself from us. Keep getting that money, do what the fuck you gotta do. But then when I saw that the feds said they were tapping phones, and after his Breakfast Club interview, his squad was like, oh, we about to violate him. And we gonna super violate him, meaning they was going to hurt him or kill him. That's when the feds went and got him Saturday. The feds went and got Takashi first and said, look, we're offering you protection. You know what I'm saying?
Like we're coming too, because they didn't do that for a lot of other rappers that I feel like they should have done.
That to him?
Oh, you didn't see that report?
No, tell me that.
Yeah.
They said they were going to super violate
him. That was on the wiretap. So the feds went to get Takashi to let him know, oh, your life is in danger. So he was in Fed custody all day Saturday.
Have you ever thought about why they even did that? Why they saved him or spared him?
I have no idea.
Because it just seems a little strange. I don't know.
Because he wants them to flip.
True.
But my feeling is
That could
this.
be it.
Maybe it's because they
you
know
can't
he
kill the
will, and
witness.
other rappers and other people in those situations, they felt like maybe wouldn't
I
flip.
think-
So let's whatever happened
Well,
happen. to
who
them.
is more likely to flip than the dude who just renounced the set?
Yeah, that got everything to lose.
Yeah.
Like that guy got everything to lose. You think Takashi 6ix9ine wants to be in jail?
Oh, and real quick, why are you gonna not snitch? Why are you gonna protect the dudes that just said they're about to kill you? You got every reason to snitch. Matter of fact, your friends just gave you permission, or your homies just gave you permission because they're the ones out there saying they're gonna kill you.
Yeah, and Takashi.
Well, shit.
Listen,
I'm not gonna lose my life over someone who's gonna try to kill me.
Takashi can snitch. Nobody gonna care if Takashi snitch.
They really won't.
Takashi fan base is little kids.
Yeah.
Little white kids. Like they don't give a fuck. Like they want all they want is the music any goddamn way.
And the
he
antics.
could spin it.
They like the antics too.
They
but-
like antics, but he could definitely spin it in just the way I said. He goes, I'm not going to do 10 years in prison for someone who's going to try to kill me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You see with Stephen A. Smith all the time. You follow sports.
Yeah, I don't
He's
really,
like the ESPN guy.
I know you're talking about, but I don't really like sports.
Why?
I don't know. I just always feel like it was gay.
Keep going. Why is it gay? You mean guys in tight outfits tackling each other's gay?
Nah, football kind of a little rough. Basketball, I ain't saying gay like with them playing or the players. I'm saying as far as like just a lot of dudes sitting on the couch looking at a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of dudes.
yeah. But isn't that what we do with you? We sit on the couch and we're looking at you.
I don't know. I ain't know that. I think that's gay too.
Did I just out myself?
Nah, but it's kind of like but on a serious note though.
Yeah.
Like when I was coming up, I always watch people just like into the game. They on the couch, super deep, just everybody sitting up like playing games, watching games.
Yeah.
Life is not a game.
Yeah, life is real.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Well, maybe that's why we like sports, right? It's because like we get out of the reality of life.
Yeah,
it's like there's some shit that's
correct.
controlled.
So sports is needed.
It's needed.
If you think about it, you look at that way, sports is needed.
You know, because like I imagine, and this is just from me, kind of like hearing you talk a little bit. You had some maybe potentially rough situations coming up.
Oh, correct. Yeah,
it's not like on the streets there's a referee that comes in and goes whistle, stop, play.
Right.
He's being a little rough.
Right.
Like some shit happens and then that's it. It's final.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what you're saying.
With sports, I think it's nice. It's like we have this illusion of seriousness. It looks like it's war.
Right.
But then when it gets a little too crazy, they're like, okay, guys, break it up.
Too much.
It's a little too much.
Yeah,
It's like this safe version of war.
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. All right. So when I play football, I think I'm just I'm still mad about it. Like I used to be over like that.
They weren't throwing you the ball.
They ain't throw me the ball. They did me wrong, bro.
They cursed you.
You left me hanging, bro, last time,
My
bro.
bad. I'll chalk it up to my whiteness.
Nah, but I was like that. So look, then I got on the basketball court.
Yeah.
I said, I know they gonna see me for sure. This is inside. This ain't no long yard on the field or nothing. I ain't too far from you.
Yeah.
Football, you too far. You to the left there, I ain't gonna see you.
Yeah.
But this basketball, now I'm like, do my little dribble, pass the ball. I get out there, I'm like, yeah, hey. You know, you make the little noise. Hey, 1, 2. They ain't throw me shit.
You calling out football players on the basketball court?
Just picture me in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm making the little squeak this on the yeah. Like I ain't doing shit. I ain't throw me nothing, man. So I knew then. I said, man, fuck sports.
You said you'll get your attention in other ways.
Yeah.
So then you go to music. And here's the thing that's interesting. It's like there are a lot of guys with like the Instagram antics that don't have.
Let me cut you one time.
Go.
Man, I'm saying what really made me mad one time.
Oh, you really feel the way about these sports, dog.
I was playing basketball. Man, look, I shoot my little 3.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm coming. It's this dude, from my neighborhood when I was coming up.
Yeah.
He was like the weakest dude in the neighborhood, super weak, but all he can do is play basketball. So I was like the gangster dude ever. I was so gangster, it ain't make no sense. Like when he see me walk down the street, he get out my way. So we on the court.
Yeah.
I'm coming down the court with the joint. I thought he gonna get out my way. Man, get out my way and smack my shit. I said, he wanna play. So he get the ball. So I'm like, boom, I'm too tough. I ain't gonna get out his way.
Yeah.
So he come down the court. I'm thinking he gonna just be nice to me, like, cause I'm a gangster.
Yeah.
But this the court. I ain't knowing that this ain't gonna do the streets.
Yeah.
Man, that man come down and raise his nuts up and boom, dunked on me. Look, I'm like that. Look, I looked up. Look, I got off the court, got in the grass, and grabbed my gun. I said, come over here. I said, come over here to buy that shit real bad.
What did he say?
Nah, he ain't come over there. I was mad as hell though. He was big as hell. He ain't come in that grass though. You know, I'm green in that grass, man.
Now, how'd you become the most gangster person in your neighborhood?
Because I come from it. Like, I did a lot of things coming up. You know,
things you can't talk about.
Yeah, things I can't talk about.
I don't want you to get in trouble.
Nah, I ain't gonna get in no trouble. It's all good.
But circumstantially, these are things that you had to do to survive, or you made really bad decisions you wish you.
Nah, I had to survive, and then once I survived it, I just got a hang of their life, and I just kept going at it. That's why I smile so much. Like, how you able to look at me on Instagram and smile? Yeah. I'm like that because I'm really gangster. You never notice like people don't play with me?
Talk to me
like,
about this. What do you mean?
Because it's like a lot of people, they might lift the mic up a little bit.
It will
so
hear you
a lot of people it's kind of like they gotta have a mean face all day.
Yes.
Or just just a super I'm trying to scare you look.
Yes.
Me, I don't have to have that. I'm a real gangster. I grew up where it's like the gangsters play football with the kids, laugh, dance, hit the cha-cha. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, baby. You know, you live your life. So it's like when I was like, damn, if I'm so gangster, I'm like, if I switch it up with me being who I am, if I switch up and start being happy and smiling more, that'll get me farther than anything. So I'm like,
right.
So I'd rather be happy. Like, couldn't nobody like I'd have been got tried if I wasn't living like this for real. Like. Somebody would have been trying me.
You weren't concerned that like having this fun exterior would remove some of the like fear that being gangster induces.
No,
never,
never.
Because you seem to me so approachable. Right. You know, just kind of but you're like I asked you for a picture. You were so cool about it. You know,
the thing is, you're not a gangster. So
what gave that away?
So if you was a gangster, you'd automatically notice he's a gangster.
I noticed your handshake was a little bit gangster.
It don't matter how I do, what I smile, whatever I do.
Yeah.
If you're a gangster, you know the gangsters know the gangsters. They're real on the streets. He do this. Real on the streets, he with it.
Can you now you know that from like word of mouth, or there's a way to look at you and
it's
tell?
Kind of like you got real gangsters that vouch for it. You got some people that seen something with their own ass. You got some people, they make them call you. That. You know what I'm saying? Woo.
I definitely know what you're saying.
Come through with the woo.
Yeah. I understood all of it. So if I hear someone going woody,
he come through with the woo.
That motherfucker is gangster.
So get out the woo.
Get out the woo. Okay. Yeah.
So
I think we just wrote a song.
But
that was about to slap.
Nah, but
So you're saying other dudes just recognize and understand, and
the gangsters,
and those are the only people you really are concerned with their opinion, because those are the people that are going to try you. A soft dude is not going to try you. So you can be happy with the soft guys.
Yeah, all that can be cool, but the gangsters.
So you're saying I'm soft.
I ain't saying you soft. I'm just saying you're not a gangster.
You're right.
So if you're not a gangster, it's like I want you to come. I want to come out. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want you to come out like I want you to come out as like I want you to feel like I can talk to black youngsters about anything.
Right.
For example. Yeah. When I used to mug every day.
Yeah.
And I was just like super tough, one playing, like don't play with me. On some just super mad face and give me nowhere. I was doing a video shoot. Everybody in the video, bro, they was like super tough, just look at the camera. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so true. Like, who the fuck wants to watch it?
I was like, look, I'm doing a video. Now check me out. Like, the camera get to me, bro. We on this a nice song. I remind you, like a happy song. Like, this somebody sing happy birthday. I sing happy birthday.
Happy black or white happy birthday.
Man, either or.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, black youngster.
So like the camera get to me. The camera get to me. Get what I did. I said I couldn't hold it in. I said these niggas is not tough.
Cause you knew they were all acting.
I'm like, but y'all niggas acting for this camera. This is a nice song. Y'all want to serve be gangster. I knew y'all want tough. So I say, man, I'm gonna start smiling because your smile, it determines how far you gonna go in life.
All right, guys, we're gonna stop for a second, pay some bills real quick. It's 2020, and guess what? All that stuff in your home that you didn't use in 2019 is still there, taking up space, being useful to absolutely no one. So don't let another year go by. Just sell it on Mercari. Mercari is the selling app that makes selling almost anything fast and easy. Here's where you begin. Just go through your home and find out all the stuff you didn't use in 2019. The phone in the drawer, those jeans that you wore only once, that handbag hiding in the back of your closet. Listing takes just 2 minutes. You take a few pics, add a description, boom, money in your pocket. You are connected to millions of buyers on the app. Mercari will even email you a shipping label when it sells. Everything ships, so there are no awkward meetups with strangers. The app has over 500,000 reviews on the App Store with an average of 4.8 star ratings, so why not give it a try? Ring in the new year with less stuff in your home and more money in your pocket with Mercari. That's Mercari, Mercari, the selling app. Now let's get back to the show.
That killed himself. He was the lead singer of Linkin Park. Remember that band, Linkin Park?
Yeah.
Right? They killed himself, and people are like, I can't believe someone would kill himself. He fulfilled his dreams, and he's touring all over the world. And then I sat there for a second. I was like, hold on. What if your whole life you were miserable, and you were thinking, once I fulfill my dreams, I'm touring around the world, I have a rock band, I have millions of dollars, I'll be happy, and then you weren't.
Yeah.
How could you not?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
What am I doing
That's
here?
why I say I understand suicide.
Right. No, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You understand it, like,
or maybe a better way of phrasing it is like, don't wrap up your happiness in achieving a goal, because you might achieve it.
You gonna achieve it.
And what the fuck you got next?
That's why I never had a goal of meeting this person. I never had a goal of awards. Because them shits are so easy to get. Like,
and
it's
then
like,
what do you do?
It's peace and happiness.
I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Once you get it, and then what do you do?
Once you get it, it's like they got people like, all right, make some more goals. Man, come on, bro.
So that's
I'm 41 years old. I've been somewhat famous since I was like to somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as entertainment, I've been famous like 20 years.
Yeah.
I've been popular or famous to people in some type of shape or form since I was like 15, since high school.
Yeah.
I've done everything you can think of something that somebody want to do. You know me. You've seen everything that people say, and I've had everything you want. It's like if that was what I would have been crazy. If that's what it was, that shit just come with all this shit. Like, to me, once I understood I'm gonna still do everything that everybody wants to do, but it's a bonus. I don't have to do it. I just do it for fun now. It's like now I just do it because it's there.
It's the icing, not the cake.
Yeah, it's like now I'm at the point, like before, and I'm glad I'm like this because it makes it easier now. I used to always worry about going broke and all that stuff. That's why Rich Broke and all that. But now I understand. I understand the how irrelevant money really is now. Like, I always kind of understood it, but now I kind of get. Now I spend a little more now than I used to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not yesterday.
Well, not yesterday.
This motherfucker let me pay for goddamn everything.
Don't put the money part on that neither, because I don't want people to think, because I still got to leave these motherfuckers to be cheap.
Yeah.
Because they'll fuck around.
Oh, you let him yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm programmed. That's what I'm saying. I'm programmed to still be cheap.
You see how many pats you think you did? Hey, you see, I thought you were doing what is that shit that?
Stepping.
I thought you were stepping every time you had to freak your wallet out.
But it's just like I understand how matrix money is and why rich people can spend so much and it's nothing, because it really is fucking nothing.
Could you be happy if you went broke?
I think I can, but I haven't never been broke. Even when I wasn't,
or with a way reduced lifestyle, like if you
that's why this lifestyle I live now. I try to make it to where when it all goes, I prepare myself to where, like, even this lifestyle now I can live it if I'm not making a certain amount of money. Like, say for instance, if you make some people, but lifestyles $100,000 a month, they got to make a certain amount. I already got in my mind, like I say, I think like old people. When I'm 70 years old, I know I'm not going to be able to make 100,000, even though with inflation and all that shit, 100,000 might not be shit.
But the equivalent of $100,000.
The equivalent of $100,000. I've prepared myself to where, like, now I can live like that. I make way more than what I'm living right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Live below your means.
I live below my means, so I built myself to where when I get to that level, to where I'm good with just living in a house that's ain't everything always working. I'm doing this. I'm not tripping off the creature comforts of America. You know how I say I molded myself to be the old comedian? I've molded myself to be the person that don't need certain shit.
I've been programmed. I'm doing this now and before. I'm programming myself to where when I don't have that, that's why I come back here. You say you come here to get away from people. No, I come here to prepare myself to where it do come down. I'm still good mentally. I ain't mad because
this is brilliant.
I gotta live a certain type of way. I gotta have this. I gotta have it.
You're not gonna do 12 shows a weekend when you're 90 years old.
Yes, I know I'm not.
Yeah.
I said, even with stand-up, like I had already had in my mind, I'm not finna be doing this shit. I'm finna prepare myself. If I gotta make less money at that time, if I gotta make less money or do less shows, because I might do more shows and make more money, but I can do less shows and still mold myself to the greatness I want to be. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. So I've always prepared. That's why I told you yesterday, prepare for that, and all this shit will come into play.
Prepare for the future. Everything in the now happens.
Yeah, that's what Trump and them all did. They've been prepared all this shit.
What you mean?
Everything they doing now, they implemented 20 years ago. Like if you go to all this shit we worried about, this, that, whatever, but if you know this, you go to LA, they still building high rises like a motherfucking downtown. I mean, they still moving. They don't give a fuck. This motherfucker still building. Do he give a fuck about what's going on? About the Mexican Trump wall? I mean, the Mexican wall?
Yeah.
We still moving. Earth's still going on. So you need to be going on. You need to be planting your seeds for when these motherfuckers complaining 20 years from now about some shit you did. That's the only thing they did. Plan ahead, bro. It's just like you do for your kids.
So maybe that's your purpose.
I know. I've been saying this 1,000 times.
I know, but what you found a way to live life without purpose, to accept that life is insignificant.
No.
Or not without goals. You said.
Not those type of goals. I got goals,
right,
but not worldly like the average motherfucker goal. I'm here for. I can't tell everybody to be like me because I'm here for a bigger cause. Everybody's not. I do feel like I'm some type of prophet. My spirit is a prophet, not me. I'm still a regular human being, but at the same time, I feel like, because you keep asking me why a lot of stuff, it's like a lot of stuff, I don't know why. It's like, I just appreciate that he let me do it. Like, it's like.
I remember when we were in Germany, when we were hosting EMAs, and you were surprised by my curiosity.
As far as what?
Like I'd be picking your brain. Like I'd be always asking little questions about stuff.
Oh, like white people do that though. I always looked at it like white people. They just study. They understand. They want to understand. It's the exploring part of it. You question, but it makes sense. Like I guess through even that situation, I made sense. Like how you gonna be smart if you don't keep asking?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where we grew up is like, if I ask, I'm gonna look stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, where I'm more of an observer.
That's what you said to me. I was like, well, how do you learn? How do you pick up these things? And he goes, and you were just like, you just watch.
Yeah, I just pay attention. I don't, and I find through my old lady or just women or just people in general, you're built in what you think shit's supposed to be. Like when you go travel, we have an idea what it's supposed to be. Instead of accepting, or when you ask questions, you really asking what you want them to do instead of just taking it for what it is. Even when you ask questions, you kind of giving them content clues of where you want them to direct your answer to. And I hate when people do that because then I don't get the truth out of them. You get what I'm saying? Their truth. Instead of giving me what they think I want them to say. You know, you talking to somebody, like say for instance, somebody, you trying to see what they think about this comedian. I'm not going to ask you, he funny as that. I mean, I'm not going to ask you, man, you think that nigga funny?
With that face? It's
or something like that there. Because now they reading my body language, so they thinking he must have, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Instead of me being like, man, that nigga, I know how to manipulate you without you being manipulated. I'm powerful, bro. I know what I'm doing. Like in the wrong hands, I could be a villain.
Like, maybe that's why these people have been villains.
They villains because what treated. Hello? Oh shit! I left the car running and everything.
This is hilarious. All right, ready?
Matter of fact, let's go.
Bro. Isn't that crazy?
Nah, but it's crazy. Like, most people be like, they feel like they're the gods, a genius. But this how you humble yourself. It's like, nigga, you do know the Matrix was out 20 years ago. That mean they been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's the most baffling, amazing thing to me. It's like, I be looking at everybody like, you been through this shit, but you kept quiet. But you know why they kept quiet?
You keep quiet because know that certain people can't accept it.
That's why I'm saying it's like
they found a digestible way to accept it.
Not only that, and you find a way to, you realize everybody ain't gonna get it.
Right.
So it's like,
most people don't get it. When they watch that movie, they're just like, oh, cool kung fu. It's just like
now people trying to get it now, but
that's later.
Now all of a sudden everybody on the Black Mirror, they own to this and that. So they trying to fake like they get it, but they don't realize they just moving organisms. So you just got. But it's like when I see him now, it's like one of them things like you and I know what's up. It's dope. It's just like we can't say nothing, and I know they can't say nothing.
Never once did you just talk to somebody on Instagram DM and then it turned into something? Never at all? Okay.
Nope. And nobody can come out and say it, and they don't have any receipts, and I'm good with answering that question.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're definitely about to get a lot right now, Neff. I'm sorry. The one thing about Brilliant Idiots listeners,
they go for it.
Whatever you tell them not to do, they're definitely about to do.
You got to send us the worst resume that you get from Brilliant Idiots.
Resume or just
you're gonna get some resumes from Brilliant Idiot listeners. No obscene pictures.
No, send Feathers a dick pic. He deserves it.
Okay.
All right, fine. We'll get a dick pic.
Send him the worst penis pic that you get.
Just a sad one, not even hard. I want a soft dick pic. Not even soft dick.
I mean, they're all sad, because why do you think that would even attract me to begin with?
Yeah, that's a weird thing to do.
I know Paige ain't back there screaming boom.
Say what?
Who screamed boom?
No one ever asks for a dick pic unless they do, and then you can send one. But no one.
Yo, girls ask for dick pics a lot.
No, they're just sending them. These are not like
not requesting.
Are the worst.
Yeah, so are jail letters. I always think that's weird.
Yeah, they airdropping dicks now, bro.
Yo,
they airdropping everybody.
Yo, some dude on a flight tried to send me a pic, bro, and we on the same flight for 4 hours, locked together, bro.
Let's see if you want to come.
Weird, bro.
I guess he would have known it was
he sent me a picture of him, like he's just in his seat smiling. I'm like, bro.
Maybe you should change the name on your AirDrop.
And I was in business class, bro. I took that curtain, I closed that shit so fast. I was like, I want nothing to do with you.
Airdropping dick is like licking ice cream in the store, bro.
Yeah, put him to jail.
You should be charged.
Send him to jail, B.
You should be charged.
Yo, go on the subway with us regular folk.
Why do you think I won't go on a subway?
Neff, don't invite this in your life.
Hey, Neff,
act like it's happened before. If not, they're gonna make sure it does.
Hey, you go on that subway, you gonna get some dicks.
They don't just do it in the subway. They do it in any crowded place. If they see you and they can get you, they be like, oh, such and such phone, airdrop the dick.
So just change the name on your phone.
But they don't even need.
They gonna still send
they don't need a name.
Oh.
They just do it random. They're like, whoever's there, I'm going to try to prank them, send them my dick.
They don't care, bro.
So then turn your AirDrop off.
Wait, you could do that?
Yes. That's how it saves battery to your phone.
That's why my phone dying, because people send dicks all goddamn day.
Yes.
AirDrop the dick.
And,
that's a new song, bro.
And then that's a name that drain your battery a little bit faster, too.
So I need to get my shit.
So close out the apps.
Okay, close out the apps. Okay.
You could also do AirDrop where it's only your contacts, like people that you know, like everybody in this room.
That's what I need to do.
Yo, I need
you
to figure
don't
out
need
my
to just
phone.
leave it on so that strangers are just sending you pictures.
That's how I do it usually.
Well, then that's why you're getting all these pics.
That's why people airdropping
so don't
the
be
dick, bro.
surprised, Feathers. It's partly your fault.
Feathers, don't be surprised that people airdropping you dick.
I feel like you guys are victim
airdropping
blaming.
dick off. Airdropping dick off. All right. As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're brilliant, or you think we're just a couple. Yes, we are. But if you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Thank you, Nefertiti, for coming.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank y'all for joining us for another great year of the Brilliant Idiots, man. Listen though, Makari, All right, now that the new year is here, it's time to deal with all that stuff you never use. Sell it on Mercari. Mercari is the selling app that makes it fast and easy to sell almost anything. Just take a few pics, add a description, and boom, your item is listed. All right, ringing the new year with less stuff in your home and more money in your pocket with Mercari. That's Mercari. Mercari, the selling app. 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 Mercari, the selling app.